Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to pay the troll toll. And today, guys, we're here with a flash tournament. So it's going to be the birthday special. Just going to be a standard day. Going to be a lot of fun. We have King of the Dead facing off against Zardar Total War in our first best of three, which is going to be followed up by the Dark Lord himself, Falcon, facing off against the challenger, Professor Pone, which is going to be quite a bit of fun. And again, these first two initial rounds will be best of threes, and the finals will be a best of five. And we do have a little bit of a prize pool today for the winners, so certainly a little bit at stake. But welcome, guys. Thank you for all the kind birthday wishes. I figured, hey, it'd be a good time to spend the day with you guys. So let's do it to it. Let's have some fun. We're here. I didn't notice any lag spikes. Yeah, so hopefully not. Anyways, guys, we're going to be jumping into our first match of the day, which is going to be King of the Dead facing off against Zardar Total War, the Master and the Apprentice. So let's go ahead and take a look. Make sure the players are ready. Start when ready. Seems like the players may be deciding on their faction choices here. Thank you guys so much for joining. Let's see. So this is so much Warhammer tonight. Yeah, there's a couple streams going on. And if you guys want to, Lore Master of Sotek is still streaming right now. So if you guys want to jump over, I was going to wait, but unfortunately I have to be somewhere a little bit later in the afternoon. So I had to start right now. I had no choice, but he's streaming as well. If you guys want to jump back and forth and catch some of that sweet, sweet tabletop action. Thank you guys so much for the kind words. Appreciate it. Is the prize a cake? Well, it'd be a little bit tricky since I think all the competitors except Professor Pone are outside of the United States, so shipping a cake would be a little bit tricky. Granted, I'm sure I could call. Yeah, I could do like a long distance call and order a cake at a local shop and have it delivered to them. But then I'd have to find their address. It just gets so dramatic. So first time we're going to be on Eshin. It's going to be Vampire Coast versus High Elves. Now, High Elves have a good matchup here, I think. They have very cost-efficient archers here in this matchup, able to kind of outrange the Vampire Coast guns. Granted, Vampire Coast with good mortar play, good hound play, and good fellbat disruption can certainly shut down the archers, but it's a tough one. It's a cockfight for sure. I mean, I think that either faction can win it, but maybe a slight favor for the High Elves, like 55 to 45, I would say, maybe in that ballpark. Yeah, guys, it's going to be good. Yeah, Lady Turin's out of town right now. She's in Poland, so currently I'm yeah, she had to take care of some family stuff. So I'm currently here. I'm just here with Wookie. The first thing I did this morning is I got out of bed and I went into the living room to take the dogs out, which is what I usually do. And I was like, hey, Wookie, it's my birthday. And he just starts barking at me and tries to bite my foot. Because essentially if he's asleep and you wake him up, he's kind of like one of those, some old dogs are like that. It kind of startles him and he'll just go after whatever's close to him. So, he, of course, once he realized it was me, he calmed down. But any what action? I'm not sure what that is, Rasmus. Oh, baby, a triple. Hey, what's up, Daniel? How you doing, man? Let me see, Jason. Maybe I got to just put on the Streamlabs. If maybe my Streamlabs needs to be updated. But let me double check. So, guys, we got our first donation of the day, which is from Jason Denny. A fat $200 donation. God damn, guys. Let's hear a big round of applause for Jason. He dropped a fat donation there at the beginning of the stream. And while these fine gentlemen are loading in, I'm actually going to make sure that Streamlabs appears. I'm going to go double check it. I haven't used it in a while, so I think I might need to update it or something. Let me see if I can just add it in right here. It should be there. Jason, thank you so much, guys. So Jason just dropped a $200 donation here on stream. That is massive. So Jason, thank you so much, man. The first one of the day. Truly a splendid birthday. God damn. Jason, Jesus, man. You're too kind. Yeah, guys, let's hear a round of applause for our boy Jason here. All right, Streamlabs is now up. For some reason, I had the older version, so it needed to be updated there. Jason, I really appreciate it, man. That's super kind. And hopefully he enjoys today's competition. We're going to have some serious showdowns. Let me lower the volume a little bit because it's a little bit too loud. Hear, hear. Wookie, I mean, he eats regular kibbles. I don't really know how he does it. SSIO, bro, we share the same birthday. If I'm right, both Friday the 13th. Kids, happy birthday, man. Love your content. Keep it up. Thank you, man. You guys are coming in hard already. I really appreciate it. Hopefully you're ready for some Warhammer action. It is time. So Jason and SSI0 coming in hard in the beginning. Yeah, the dual steel chair. I'm just being beaten on both sides by steel chairs. It's glorious. Oh man, I remember when I was a kid watching WWE and I would get so excited when the steel chair would come out. I'd be like, oh my god, he just hit him with the chair, dude. I would say that to my friends or my brother. Like, oh, I can't believe you just hit him with a steel chair. God. Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you guys. Hopefully you're ready for some action here. And here we go, guys. It's going to be the Vampire Coast, King of the Dead, of course, a Vampire Coast specialist. As the name would infer, he loves his undead factions, but he's going to be going with the Krabby Patty build. So this is one way to do it. However, I think Zardar is aware of this. So basically, the standard high elf formula against Vampire Coast is spamming regular archers. But in this case, Zardar is actually coming in with 4 Sisters of Avalorn, which is essentially a hard counter against King's build. I am so nervous for King of the Dead here. I think he knows how this guy plays. Man, that's going to be rough. Steve MRE, I'm not sure who that is. No, we're not the same person. Zombie Part Deck and mobs in the front line, 3 groups of crabs. Celastra up on her mighty crab as well, which is normally like this build can really catch high elf players off guard if they go standard archers against your gun line, but this is going to be really disgusting against, or it's going to be really rough against these high elf archers. 2 Felbats and no scurvy dogs, like nothing to pressure the back line. So he's just really relying on like a heavy blitz to get in there and just run things down, which I am really concerned for him. I am really concerned. And now for the forces of Zardar, who seems to have outpicked his opponent here, but we'll see if his micro can match his picks. He's got a front line of spearmen. White lines are also quite good in case there's depth guard and gives you a little bit of extra AP punch. 4 groups of just angry Sisters of Avalorn here. This is going to be nasty stuff. 2 Silver Helms as well, and in the back, Reavers, which is good just to fend off scurvy dogs. That's really good. Silver Helms and Reavers are an outstanding choice for defending your back line, but I'm already really nervous for the Vampire Coast. I feel like they're going to get melted. Oh, and it looks like King of the Dead does have some scurvy dogs, actually in deep Vanguard, so there is a chance, actually. If he's able to get good disruption on the Sisters, he can grind out the front line, but man, it's going to be tough with those Reavers and Silver Helms kind of protecting. Yeah, this is going to be nasty, guys. This is going to be nasty. So we'll see how it goes. It is showtime. Oh, my donations are now showing twice, Misha. That's all right. Could be worse. I'll double check after. Anyways, Felbats are going to be swooping in, but I mean, if the Sisters unleash a single volley that makes direct contact. No, but it looks like King is able to juke those out. He pulls back at the last second. And no, they don't need to wait. Yeah, they're asking if they need to wait for my signal. But no, that's only for starting the game and everything. So yeah, we're going to see if the Felbats can cause that disruption. These giant crab beasts are going to have a hard time. He does not have lore vampires either, which is fun in terms of, you know, aesthetic and everything. But man, he's really going to be missing that when he's not. I mean, when Celastra, oh my god, she's like trying to juke the shots. She's like, oh, I'm so weak, Anakin. I can't dodge these shots any longer. She's going to get caught with the net of Amnitok. Oh god, the humanity. Oh, it's brutal. And the Scurvy Dogs try and get into the back, but it looks like Zardar is able to intercept those with Reavers and Spears. And you can see King is like trying his best to force those guys back. Oh man, Celastra here is having such a bad time. But is Crab City going to be enough? I mean, if the Crabs can get on top of the Sisters and Celastra can somehow survive this, like just run back with her and use her magic. But the Crabs need to force path. They just need to like push through everything and get on top of the Archers. If not, it's going to be a really bad time. Deckhand mobs obviously aren't going to be doing much. And you can see here, no, Celastra, this is a mistake. I mean, at least pop your summons. Like, use the Damn Knight Errant and the Crab Summon before you go. Okay, there you go. King of the Dead dropping a summon right here, which is going to be quite helpful, but that is like 3,000 gold offline. That's like if you're playing Warhammer 40,000, your opponent goes first and like kills your most valuable piece. Oh, that's so painful. But he does get the 2 summons off, which is nice. Now, he is causing some issues in the back line. The Sisters are being compromised heavily, but man, it's just a shame. Celastra got pounded so damn hard. That was just absolute nastiness. And you can see here there's going to be a couple crabs surging into the back line as well. Those guys doing their thing. And the Rotting Promethean summons will be surging in, but a lot of the false inflation that the Vampire Coast does have right now is due to their summons. And I mean, the crabs really aren't doing that well. Rotting Prometheans here are trying their best. These ones are actually, Lamprey's Avenger, already critical binding. And honestly, like Spearmen and White Lions, like together, White Lions have decent AP values. They can actually pound down, like, you know, heavily armored monsters if they're sitting still. So guys, Rotting Leviathan here is going to be taking some shots. It's the last bastion of the Crab Emperor. And it looks like Teclis actually took some damage somehow. So he may have gotten danger close to this big crab right here and maybe taken a bit of a beating. It's hard to say. So Rotting Prometheans here are going to continue fighting against the Silverhelm Sisters, still online for the most part. I mean, they're able to crossfire. There were 4 of them, but man, what a hard counter to King's build. You know, that's the thing. If you know how your opponent plays and they tend to play a similar style every time, you can really kind of, pick around them, right? But these two practice together all the time, so perhaps they know each other's tricks here. So Rotting Promethean's going to be continuing to fight here in the front line. Deckhand mobs are going to be losing all of their respective fights. Sisters of Avalorn are just melting this Rotting Leviathan. Lamprey's Revenge in the back are holding on and doing a decent job against these Silverhelms, but it's only a matter of time. It's, the Rotting Leviathan is going to be getting put in a can right here, and the Reavers are going to be chasing it off. Teclis is going to be sitting there with his wizard staff cackling, but man, what a brutal first match. A really good picking here by Zardar Total War. So Zardar is going to be taking game 1. There's absolutely no way that King of the Dead can take this one. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. Man, what a battle. What a battle, my friends. And there we have it. The Vampire Coast was melted by the Wrath of the Aesir here. Just a massive firing core from the Sisters of Averlorn. And the way to beat that with Vampire Coast is just to have saturated lines of cheap infantry and mortars. Mortars are extremely good against Sisters. They just, over the course of a long grindy fight, they generate really good value. But there was so many good targets for them. It just, like, yeah, there were so many good targets for them. So that's going to be game one going to Zardar. Good stuff there. So let us go ahead and update the scoreboard here. So we'll click on this. And it is a best of 3 here in this first match. And now we're going to be jumping into the next match here. Thank you guys for the kind words and the birthday wishes. I do appreciate it. Yes, Felcon is coming up soon, the Dark Lord himself. He shall arise. Glory to Ultho on that game, that's for sure. That build was a hard counter, man. That was a hard counter. So next we're going to do this fine map right here. King of the Dead says, I got unlucky. And then Zardar Total War says, GG, master. I guess they have the Sith apprentice, you know, Sidious relationship going on, which is great. Yeah, the king got melted there for sure. Yeah, and thank you guys so much for joining today. I know there's a lot going on, but I do appreciate it. It warms my heart to spend my fine birthday hours with you guys. King of the Dead, Warhammer 2 will feature battles that actually happened in Japan, so here is this giant enemy crab. Thank you for the donation, Matthew. Oh, man. Yeah, today's my birthday. Man, I turned 31 today. 31. Feeling it a little bit in the hairline, but you know what? I'm feeling good. Feeling strong. I'm throwing a digital party for you guys. It's happening. Jesters, thank you for the kind words, man. It is here. We're doing it. We had some very generous donations right out of the gates. A nice birthday gift from Jason Denny of $200 US. God damn. That is deep. That is deep. Yeah, it's appearing twice. I see it appearing twice now. Oh, it's okay. I already had Streamlabs on for some reason. Maybe, I don't know why. We should have gone through earlier. Anyways, yeah, okay, I fixed it now. Yeah, competitive Warhammer, I think, is the most fun to watch. Campaign's all right. I feel like for campaign, it's more about just sitting with the person, you know, who the streamer that you like. It's like fun to just kind of sit and chat and just idly, you know, kind of fill time. But I feel like watching battles is much more engaging than campaign. Yeah. Yeah, looking youngish, yeah. Getting there. Oh, yeah. I do have more, you know, Jason Denny brings up a really strong point. I actually do have more hair than Italian Spartacus. So it alternates. Zardar now. King of the Dead says, man, just because you have Felcon whispering in your ear, giving him strategies. Yeah, so, you know, believe it or not, guys, I actually knew Italian Spartacus when he had hair. I actually when I first met him, he had a bit of hair on the sides and a little on the top. Yeah, that was in 2006 is when I first met Italian Spartacus. He had quite a glorious mane going on then. Nailer and Force, thank you for the 100 NOK, man, in the birthday wishes. Much appreciated. Yeah, Heir of Carthage's Chaos campaign was quite good. Yeah, he did a really good job with that. Nailer Force, thank you, man. I really appreciate the donation. Hopefully you're enjoying this action. And now, for your entertainment, King of the Dead on Norska, facing off against the Wood Elves, who shall be led by Zardar Total War. Yeah, Spartacus had hair. Yeah, he did. No worries. No worries. No, he didn't have an afro. I'm pretty sure he posted a picture on his channel of when he had hair. I mean, it was, yeah. He didn't have a beard back then, actually. Italian Spartacus had he was very clean cut. There was no beard, and he had black hair. Yeah. Yeah. No, he definitely had some hair. Yeah, I think this look suits him pretty well. Like, he grows a really good beard. Spartacus is like, he grows the beard that everyone wants. It's like even and it's not like patchy. Back then, James, I was playing World of Warcraft, Warcraft 3, The Frozen Throne, and Rome Total War. Yeah, those were the ones I was playing back then a lot, back in 2006. So I used to play a lot of Rome Total War Online. I'm doing good, Bjorn. Thanks for asking, man. Thoughts on 40 unit caps to allow the chaff to rise up? No, I actually like the unit size of these armies right now. I think it's fine. Yeah, actually, you can see. Yeah. Misha, you're correct. I know, it's kind of weird. No, King is one of his King's best factions are Tomb Kings, Vampire Coast, and Norska, if I'm not mistaken. Those are his best factions, so he's going to be coming in with those right now. And so Zardar is going to pick Wood Elves and ban Tomb Kings and Vampire Counts. Interesting stuff, knowing that King of the Dead obviously would love to play his undead factions. Yeah, we'll get back to doing some 2v2 competitions and stuff. Andrew, I'll certainly throw him the invite. Yeah, if he's available. He has a pretty busy schedule. That's for sure. King of the Dead's like, King, you're really good at Norska, man. I don't want to hear that. Your Norska is super solid. You should be fine here. Yeah, no. Seriously, when I get my hand fixed, I'll be streaming. Once I get it fixed, go through the recovery and the rehabilitation, I'll be streaming. I'll be trying to stream every day, or at least 5 days a week, and also putting up a video a day, or maybe a couple videos every other day or something. I'm not sure. 31, Dimmy. Yes. We never miss Weight Watchers 2019. That is so true. Weight Watchers are by far one of the best archer units in the game. They're just so punishing. They do so much damage, and if you get caught, their AP is so high. You just cannot survive a volley from multiple Weight Watchers. It is so punishing. Yeah, so we're doing double bans today. So players get to pick and do a double ban, because there's some factions that just have so many bad matchups that you never see them in single ban format. So we're trying double ban today just to kind of experiment, because today's just a fun tournament, so we're trying that out. Well, the new hand isn't going to be ready for a while. I probably won't get surgery till September or October. Don't worry, guys. I'll still be streaming. You know what? Italian Spartacus actually got me a really nice birthday gift. He got me some lights that I could actually use to light my gaming table for Warhammer 40k stuff. So yeah, I'll be getting around to it. I will. Here we go. King of the Dead is ready, trying to pressure Zardar. There's a conspiracy afoot, though. King of the Dead claims that Zardar is getting behind-the-scenes help from Felcon. A great scandal rocks this tournament. Jason, no worries, dude. No worries, Jason. Seriously, man. I appreciate everything you do. Danish Mahmood, I'm only here for your dog, my guy, but happy birthday from England. I'll grab Wookie before the stream's over. I'll get him. He's kind of grumpy today. Lady Turn's doing great. He's doing great. Oh my god, Richard Wirtz coming in with another steel chair from another angle here. Happy birthday. Thank you for busting your butt on this stuff and taking the time to chat. Richard, man. That's extremely generous. Guys, let's hear a round of applause for Richard. Following up these other donations here, just fat. Oh, and Dimmy G, the man, the myth, the legend. Time to have a cold one beer on me. Happy birthday. I will, man. God damn, you guys are just getting fat in here. Thank you guys so much. Richard, Dimmy. Yeah, Richard's been donating forever as well. You and Jason are true OGs in that respect. Oh, we got it ready up again. So Richard, thank you so much. Dimmy G, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Holy cow, GG's for the donation. Certainly is my birthday today. I'm actually thinking about ordering a standing desk. I want to try those out. Like one of the ones that, I mean, and even if it doesn't, you can use it. I need a new desk. I'm using like an IKEA desk that's like 10 years old and it's just like rickety and just terrible. Ugh. Thank you guys so much. I do appreciate that. You guys means a lot. Yes. Clap. The quadruple steel chair, I know. I'm just getting clubbed. It's like I'm trying to think of the classic moment. I can't remember. And then we have another PayPal donation coming in from Joseph. Joseph G. Thank you so much for the $50 US, man. God damn. Thank you, Joseph. God damn, dude. You guys are so generous. Holy shit. This is nuts. I don't even know what to say. Yeah, Joseph, thank you, man. All of you guys who've just hanging out, liking, subscribing, donating, all that good stuff. Thank you guys so much. And yeah, I mean, even when I get my even when I do end up getting the hand surgery, it'll be September, October, probably in that range. I'll still probably do like Q&A streams or just hang out and stuff like that while I'm recovering. And of course, I'll have videos preloaded, so it won't be as much, but random spank sounds in chat. Dude. Joe, thank you, man. The Rock smashing Mankind about 12 times was pretty memorable. Nathan Hewitt, favorite Nurgle character across all Warhammer. Oh, dude. Well, I don't know Nurgle characters from Warhammer Fantasy that well, Nathan, so I'd have to go for 40k. And it would have to be probably Mortarion, just because I like the way his model looks. He's just such a gangster. Like, he's so freaking cool. Just he's like the manifestation of the Grim Reaper in Warhammer 40k, which is really cool. Really needed to see Turin today with this. I'm sorry you have a toothache, man. That sucks. Nathan Hewitt, thank you. But yeah, I would have to say Mortarion from the Death Guard, because I don't know the fantasy ones too well, unfortunately. Danish Mahmood, how many pets do you have? I have 2. I have Wookie and Lola. I have 2 hideous dogs. I don't know Gutrot Sprim that well. Yeah. Jason says Misha can be a cruel mistress. I felt her wrath many times before I became immune. Oh my god, thank you guys so much. Jesus, you guys are being so generous today. I really appreciate it, man. Well, I can tell you guys we have the Eternal Challenger League Grand Finals coming up on August 10th and 11th, I believe, is when it's going to be. So stay tuned for that. There'll be details. I'm going to be doing like a hype video like we did last time, like announcing all the players and everything. So, well, the Great Unclean one is like is just a demon. There's like named ones. It's not like a specific thing. But anyways, guys, back to the game here, and of course we'll get back to chatting after that. So for King of the Dead, he's going to be going with the Frontline Marauder champions. A pretty good choice against Wood Elves. With their armor, they're able to kind of endure, Wild Riders and the what are those things called? War Dancers, and they're also shielded and just durable. I think they're a good choice. He does also have a couple Marauder Hunters with Javelins, and he's facing Wood Elves, right? He's facing Wood Elves. 200s with Javelins, just in case there's trees. Also gives him some anti-large against like Eagle Riders and all kinds of those trollish mobile units, but they're pretty vulnerable as well. If they get hit by like a Wild Rider charge, it's going to be a bad time. 2 Marauders in the back, 2 groups of Skin Wolves with armor. The armor is very important here in this matchup because if you're facing off against Wild Riders, it's going to be very important. Wild Riders have low AP but high DPS, so the 70 armor of the Skin Wolves here is going to make a huge difference. It's going to make a huge difference. A bunch of Norscan Ice Wolves as well, and Norscan Ice Wolves on the far side. We have a Deathcaster, and it looks like it's going to be Wolfric. So nice little Norscan army here for King of the Dead. And for the forces of Zardar Total War, let's take a look. So front line's going to be Eternal Guard and Treekin. 2 groups of Treekin. Orion. Oh, Mel Gibson's coming in, guys. We got. Oh, what a birthday gift. We got Mel Gibson. Yes. Eternal Guards here. In the secondary line, we have Wildwood Rangers, which are actually a really, really good counter against the Marauder champions. They're going to be able to beat those champions down pretty hard. Well, actually, I don't know about that. It'll be a bit of a bloody affair, to say the least. A couple archers in the back. Deepwood Scouts with Swift Shiver Shards. War Dancers with Azrai Spears. And it looks like there's 1 group of Wild Riders over here. Yeah, just 1 group. Nice army for both players. Seeing some unorthodox picks in the Wildwood Rangers. Plus, we do also have Mel Gibson here. Things are getting pretty crunk. Yeah, thank you guys so much for the birthday wishes. I do appreciate it. So Wild Riders, oh, this is going to be a really good pick. Oh man, if King doesn't react quick to this, that's going to be disastrous. So the Wild Riders coming out of ambush, they catch his hounds, they get a nice hammering charge. Those dogs are shaken. King reacts very quickly, especially considering he doesn't use control groups, but he's able to pull back here with the Beast of Tashnar, and now the Swift Shiver Shards are going to be unleashing a torrent of fire into Wolfric and the caster here. And Javelins are going to be scooting up as well, just teeing off into the trees. Their bonus first large will be helpful, although there's going to be a ton of mitigation from the armor and physical resist here, and the Deepwood Scouts can probably just Shrek those hunters. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. So the Armored Skin Wolves going to be pushing up on the flank to deal with the Wild Riders. Dogs need to probably get into those archers in the back. Granted, Marauder champions over a long, grindy fight probably will be able to do some pretty good work, but I really like the Treekin here. But they're taking a lot of damage. They're taking a lot of damage here, and it looks like there's going to be some death magic going down. Probably a Fate of Muna is going to be dropped on top of these Wild Riders. Trying to get rid of the mobile assets here for the Wood Elves is going to be very important. So the frontline fighting's underway. Wildwood Rangers are stacked on top of Treekin. They have really good AP. I mean, they will be able to punch through the champions, and their melee attack is also quite high at 48. That Buna in the back is really good, though. Able to kind of, hammer these Wild Riders. Oh, and if they charge out here, all the Skin Wolves and the Norscan Hounds, they're able to get a grab. Oh, but he falls back into the spears. Very, very good play there. But, oh, King of the Dead somehow gets through. Oh no, they're in the house. And you can see all the skin wolves here and all these guys get into the back, and the Deepwood Scouts are being pursued. Somehow he pushed through the middle there. I'm not sure how the champions got through, but maybe he just kind of crumped that middle pocket. But anyways, we have a pretty close fight right now. In the back, the Wild Riders for Zardar Total War are taking a beating from these armored skin wolves. So I think that King of the Dead is in a good position right here. His champions are holding the front line. The Marauder Hunters with javelins are annihilating those Treekin, just putting them down, just brutal stuff. And a nice Spirit Leech going down to the Branch Wraith as well. And, you know, the Skin Wolves, as long as they don't stay in sustained combat here, man, King is just so on point with his Hound Micro right now. I mean, he's pulling back, he's engaging. He then flushed out the Archers with these Marauder Champions in the middle, and when they had to run out of the defensive pocket, he then countercharged them with the Skin Wolves. Beautiful play, just great work here by King of the Dead. And it looks like this is going to be a quick game for Norska. Vengeance, you know, Mel Gibson is a champion of the people. He's going to be trying, but he's taking Javelins. The Skin Wolves do have anti-large as well. And he is a large entity, so Mel Gibson probably is going to be going down rather quickly here, and you can see the javelins are just heavily saturating on him. So the Deepwood Scouts in the back line and the Treekin are all pretty much hammered out. The Wood Elves, as far as what they have left, some Eternal Guard. The Wildwood Rangers are actually having a really bad time versus the champions and Marauders here, just kind of being zerged down and just beaten. And Mel Gibson, he needs to be in melee combat. Mel Gibson can't afford to just be kind of sitting here and throwing spears. His spears aren't what makes him good. His melee prowess is insane. I mean, he could probably be able to duel and actually kill Wulfric in a straight up fight. I mean, he has anti-large, he has a big HP pool, he regenerates, Cloak of Isha makes him pretty durable, but Wulfric, now that he's low, might be able to kind of finish him off here. Treekin are going to continue getting polished off by the wolves here, and the Treekin, yeah, they're just in a lot of trouble. Javelins did a really good job wearing down the Treekin. I mean, it felt like King's army was so well picked that it had an answer for everything. Right here, you can see the Norscan Warhounds are going to be pushing up the center. Mel Gibson is taking so much damage with the Hunter of Champions popped, plus 2 groups of Javelins, who've now run out of ammunition, but the Wood Elves just don't have enough stopping power to get this game out. Yeah, they just don't have enough. It's looking grim. The Wildwood Rangers are actually a good niche pick. I kind of like that from Zardar. I thought that would be pretty good against the champions, but it just seemed that just the overwhelming numbers of infantry from Norska was just too much to handle. In the back, Orion's trying to get away, but you can see the Armored Skin Wolves are going to be collapsing in the back. And Mel Gibson's probably going to be falling, yelling freedom as he goes quietly into the good night. We're going to see. And how's he doing? Is Mel going to get it? He's just being slapped. The wolves, when they swing, it actually looks like they're slapping, you know? Yeah, Orion's, he's got to be going down here soon. Cloak of Isha does give him a ton of durability, but 423 HP. In the distance, we do have some Treekin coming back, but King of the Dead, very on point with his Hound Micro, just making sure to keep those Deepwood Scouts out of the battle. One of the things that might be able to help the Wood Elves get back in this, and Orion is going to be collapsing here in a second. I mean, he is so tanky when he gets below a certain threshold. So for anyone who doesn't know, Orion does have an ability called, or an item called the Cloak of Isha, that when he gets below a certain threshold of HP, which I believe is like 10% or 20% or something, it's been a while, he gets a huge damage resist buff. But yeah, he's going to be going down here. He falls before this feral pack of werewolves here. And Wulfric is now going to be just taking that caster to Pound Town. So 2 very decisive games. Both players just giving each other the business. It's a good build, Zardar's build. It's a good Zardar build Norska have, says Falcon. Yes. A great dishonor, Mel. Man, King was really on point. I don't know how he bull rushed through the center. I mean, maybe Zardar's center pocket of Eternal Guard collapsed, and then the Hounds got into the center and to the back and killed the Archers. I mean, the Archers were the counter against the Javelins, but man, they just got pounded by those dogs. Yeah, his Hound Micro is insane. It's really good. Especially considering he doesn't use any control groups or anything like that. It's really wild. So we have another donation coming in from Matthew with $9.99. Happy birthday, man, watching from FL. Always looking forward to tournaments. Well, Matthew, this is the right place if you're looking for tournaments. Colin, welcome to the live stream, man. And thank you for sponsoring the channel as well. That was a brutal game at last. Both players ending each other very quickly in these first battles. And now for the next map, let's go ahead and pick, we'll do the classic Oakenhammer. So, King of the Dead, oh, he's going with his Tomb Kings, and he's banning Chaos and Skaven. What is Zardar going to bring to deal with the King of the Dead with his main faction, the Tomb Kings? This is going to be interesting. That was brutal indeed. Oh, this is some good water, guys. I'm actually playing in a Warhammer 40,000 tournament tomorrow. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. All right. Birthday traditions, you know what? Since I become an adult, not really. When I was young, my family and we used to just have beach parties, and I would get all my friends together, and we'd go to the beach, and we would play flag football, or we'd play tackle football. So we would just play, because I used to play football back in the day. But yeah, since then, not really. I mean, you know, just it's pretty random, to be honest. And I'm not the most social person. I tend to just kind of hang out with my lovely wife and a couple people tops. The Warhammer tournament is like the extent of my, and this, of course, is the extent of my social interactions. Lady Turin's coat of arms. It'd probably have antlers on it. Probably would have antlers of some sort. Maybe like a... Yeah. Oh, and here she is, my lovely wife. She says her actual coat of arms is an axe. That makes sense. I like that. I don't know if you ever... I think you showed me a picture of that Anna a long time ago. God, it's been a while. She arises. She sent me... Anna got me some awesome gifts for my birthday. She got me the Gotrek and Felix second omnibus. She also got me a magnetized Warhammer carrying case that can actually carry Mortarion without him like flying everywhere and breaking. Man, so just all kinds of good stuff. She knows. She knows. Anna is the best gift buyer by far. It's like a competition between us. Bean Bark with a $50 donation. Holy shit! Happy birthday! Love your tournament streams. Looking forward to the steel chairs in years to come. Well, man, there's going to be a lot of them. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to be casting until the end of days. As long as you guys will watch, I will continue to cast. In this life and the next. Bean Bark, thank you so much, man. And Danish Mahmood again. King of the Dead and Falcon should have to take drug tests before they can play, just in case. Yeah, we need USADA in here. Unending Legions. March. Oh, Anna is the gift. But on top of that, Misha, she's also the best at giving gifts. Like, you can always tell when, like, gifts, like, I have a lot of family members who, like, give gifts that just aren't, like, terribly thoughtful. It's just, like, it's just, like, something, like, kind of generic that you don't really use or isn't, like, functional. But for me, it's, like, functional gifts that I actually use are, like, the most important. So, like, that Warhammer carrying case, I will use that, like, 4 times a week and, like, be enjoying the shit out of it. Like, things like that are just so perfect. Thank you, guys. All right. Tomb Kings. Oh, he's going Followers of Nagash. He's going Followers of Nagash, guys. It's happening. Thank you, Sotex chat. I do appreciate it. I was watching Sotex stream earlier when I first woke up, but I was like half awake, just laying comatose, so... The Red Host has arrived. It is him, the Lore Master of Sotek, the Dark Lord himself. Yeah, sorry, Sotek. I couldn't... I actually have to be somewhere a little bit later. I'm playing Warhammer tabletop games. So I have to meet the guy at like right after this, so I had to start. I couldn't wait, unfortunately. Gift giving's hard for sure, but if you know the hobbies of someone, like it's pretty easy. Like for myself, I play Warhammer a lot and Magic, right? So it's like I'm pretty easy to buy gifts for. Jake Wu, thank you. Magnum Knights, thank you for the 20 Canadian. Happy birthday. Whoa, needs more Sigvald. Well, I don't know if we're going to see Sigvald. I have no idea what's going on here. I'll let those two work it out. Jesters, happy birthday again. Hope you have a great one. Also, give us the Sparty v Turin 40k campaign. A 40k campaign? Or you mean like just a battle? Jesters, man, thank you so much. Jesters coming in with a fat, erect $100 donation. Just you guys are ruthless today. Yeah, Sparty and I, we need to get that 40k going. He's pretty busy, and I don't know if he wants his unpainted filth to be recorded, because my whole army's painted. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. He's pretty busy though, for sure. So can you quickly go over the main difference? Jesters, man, thank you so much. That's super kind. Yeah, that's amazing, dude. You guys are so freaking nice today. This is best of 3, actually. 2 best of 3s and a best of 5 finals. So the difference between Followers of Nagash and the Tomb Kings is Followers of Nagash only have access to Ark in the Black as far as Legendary Lords go. However, they have a couple new units. They have Hex Wraiths, they have Carrion, or Fellbats, and then they have Direwolves, I think? Or no, Crypt Ghouls. Crypt Ghouls, I'm sorry. It's Crypt Ghouls, yeah. So whenever these guys are ready, I'm going to ready up here. Yeah, Jesters, thank you again, man. And Magnum, thank you. You guys are just freaking so many generous donations today. Jesus. Bean Bark, all of you guys. And then many more up above. Buys a lady. Turin, Elector Count of Polania. Has birthday. Yeah, Anna's an extremely good gift giver. Yeah, they have Crypt Ghouls. And here we go. It is time, guys. The deciding battle. The fate of Middle-earth shall be decided on Oakenhammer by King of the Dead and Zardar Total War. We're in Game 3. Winner will be moving on to the finals to face the finalists with Felcon and Professor Pone. We're going to see that battle. Jason Denny, thank you for another donation there. I dare somebody to beat my other donation, he says. Well, guys, Jason dropped a $200 donation at the beginning, so Jason dropping the gauntlet. Yeah, thank you again, man. God, you guys are so generous. Jesus. Well, there's a lot of fun stuff coming up on the horizon too. So, Jesters, thank you, man. The bots have smelled your donations, Jason. They have, dude. You've summoned them. You've performed a demonic ritual to summon the bots of Slaanesh. It's a good thing we have our Grey Knights here in chat to smite them. All right, guys, and here we are. It's going to be the followers of Nagash, led by King of the Dead, and of course, in a true King fashion, it's oh my God, look at this Air Force here. Oh my God, that is foul. Oh, well, there's archers at least, so it's not going to be a complete disaster. So for King of the Dead, he has a couple Crypt Ghouls on the flank, so he actually is going to be using the followers of Nagash units. He's got two of these angry golems here, and on the far side, it looks like he has another one. Main line is going to be Nehekar warriors, which honestly can punch through zombie deckhand mobs. It doesn't take much. Aside from that, a couple spears on the flanks, a bunch of skeleton archers, which he is going to be super, super grateful he brought. The Blessed Legion with Armor Sundering is going to be incredibly useful. And we do also have a Tomb King here. Tomb King here, of course, has Armor Piercing, bonus versus infantry. Will be very good against Depth Guard. A big target, though, for the Deck Gunners up in the skies, and it looks like he does have Bronus, Time Warp, and Nets. Nehekar Horsemen, incredibly good against missile factions, especially against a faction that can't contest the open field. Oh my God. You guys are summoning the Slaanesh bots. So, Aerocrastic says he can't spare much, but this one's for you. Big T and YouTube. I'll be away for an interview, but I'm putting my money where my mouth is, and it's on Professor Pone. Aerocrastic, thank you so much. You are awesome, dude. Look forward to playing games with you and against you in the future. Thank you, man. And Richard Wirtz, he says done. So Richard has donated, I believe, $300 on this stream. Holy shit, Richard. Oh my God. Richard Wirtz says he needed to answer Jason's call. Oh my God. That's crazy, Richard. Thank you, man. All right. Oh man, it's like always hard to get my bearings again. Anna says, Richard, I'm going to be able to fly back to the States. Oh my God, I'm tearing up. All right, guys, and for the Undead Army, we have Zardar Total War's zombies in the front line. Depth Guard are pretty good against the front line of Tomb Kings because they're so armored, and Tomb Kings lack AP, so it's going to be pretty strong in that respect. A couple Morngulls as well, just for mass and AP. I mean, yeah, it's an interesting build, but I mean, aside from that, the real punch is he's got a bunch of deck droppers with handguns. And the thing about King's army is he doesn't have enough. I mean, the archers are going to be super useful here for sure, but the range is 140. Okay, so they can range, but the bats are probably going to swoop in, but you can see King is going to be using his own bats defensively. So this is going to be a very, very interesting matchup here as these two players advance on one another. On the far side, you can see the deck droppers over here are going to be shooting the Nehekar Horsemen and wearing them down, but I mean, there's some good stuff here for King. I mean, that big Tomb King is going to be able to mulch the Depth Guard if left unimpeded, but there's so much stuff going on, man. This is going to be a wild battle. I really have no predictions here. So the first Felbats are going to be swooping in. He really needs to kill the Skeleton Archers because then the Deck Droppers can be free. And you can see here the Morngulls are going to be intercepting the Nehekar Horsemen. Granted, there are some Skeleton Spears nearby and some Angry Golems as well who need to get engaged. And the Golems are going to be engaging. So you can see here the Crypt Ghouls are going to be attacking these guys. In the center mass, you can see the Blessed Legion of Demonetization is going to be getting zerged pretty good. And man, you can see that Tomb King actually taking a beating from Aranessa. Aranessa gives all nearby troops anti-large if she has the item, but I don't know if he brought that. Oh, and the Spearfisher's net going down. You can see the net is going to be trapping the Tomb King. And Zardar's gunline in the back, the Black Spot and company are going to be shooting downtown into this Tomb King and doing some good work. Granted, King does have some good backline pressure coming. Nehekar Horsemen are going to be jumping on the Black Spot, definitely doing some good work. And here you can see the Crypt Ghouls, the Golems, doing a fine job. And yeah, the Bat battle up in the sky is happening. Felbats are winning for the Undead. Well, not for the Undead. for the followers of the Gash. So from there, they would be able to kill the deck droppers, which would be huge. In the back, there is a evil cackling vampire fleet captain, not a necromancer, is going to be attacking here with a nice summon. So these Blessed Legion probably going to be taken offline, and Aranessa is going to be able to beat this Tomb King probably with a little bit of support. Depth Guard in the front are just kind of chewing through, and Fellbats are attacking deck droppers though, which is quite good. And Black Spot is an anti-large troop, so this is going to be really tough here. Nekar Horsemen aren't going to have a freebie here. They're probably, as a matter of fact, going to lose this fight, so normally getting into the backline is quite good. Ushopti Summon is going to be dropped in the center against these Depth Guard, which is a great choice here, and King is going to have to fall back, because these deck droppers are just doing a number against him. I mean, just causing so many problems. So many problems. Man. So here you can see the Crypt Ghouls are going to be surging in. He definitely needs a little bit of support in the middle. These Depth Guard and just all these characters are really just hunting down this Tomb King. Plus that just perpetual fire coming in from the deck droppers is extremely punishing. Now, where are the Fellbats for King of the Dead? It looks like they're all pretty much offline. He has one group right here, which is going to be fighting those guys. And it looks like the deck droppers are going to be attacking the archers. And shutting those guys down is going to be super solid. King does have a couple groups of Nekar Horsemen, but I feel like the Vampire Coast is in a pretty dominant position here. I mean, the build incredibly good. The Tomb King here is going to be popping Tomb Strike. The Terror, of course, won't matter, but the melee attack on the other stat line is going to be quite useful. And there's a chance, I mean, the Tomb King could actually just start beating down this caster here, just going after this Vampire Fleet Captain. But the problem is, Aranessa probably has another Spearfisher's Net coming off cooldown relatively soon. And if the Tomb King gets caught here and just Spearfished, and, it's going to be, oh, that's so bad. Honestly, I think Zardar is going to take this one. Getting this net on this character here is going to be incredibly good. And he's just going to get crumped. And I don't know, what does the Vampire or Tomb Kings have left? I mean, if King can escape with this guy, maybe with like 2,000 plus HP and get away, maybe it would be okay. I mean, he's really having a problem fighting these characters. Aranessa is just a beast in this duelist situation. She's doing a great job with her peg leg. The Crypt Ghouls are chewing up the flanks, however, pretty good there. And the infantry fight is, of course, going to the Tomb Kings in many respects. These Depth Guard are getting worn down pretty bad. Worm Ghouls are wearing down. Nekar Horsemen are still in good numbers. A lot of cab units. King just needs to get away with this Tomb King. And if he can do that, maybe he can stabilize this fight. I mean, Aranessa and the Vampire Captain and the rest of the forces here for the... I was about to say for the Undead, but again, they're both Undead. For the Vampire Coast here, is getting worn down pretty bad. These Depth Guard are getting crumped. There's still some healthy archers here. Deck Droppers are being chased down very efficiently by these Fellbats. I mean, this heroic group of Fellbats has just been pressuring these guys the entire time. I mean, if those Deck Droppers were to sit unimpeded and shoot at the Tomb King, that would just be game blouses. So Aranessa is doing a really good job for sure. I actually think Aranessa can be a competitive pick in many circumstances. She is a very, very good character. So some spears are going to be surging in here, but mainly she was just kind of overlooked before. Yeah, she was kind of overlooked because of how OP Noctilus was, but now that he's been nerfed, I really have been second-guessing Noctilus. I really think Aranessa is better in many circumstances. So right here you can see these Skeleton Archers going to be shooting in. Depth Guard are going to be crumbling. There is a healthy group of Depth Guard here, but the Archers are coming back online for King, and it's starting to look like the Vampire Coast army might be pulled apart here. I mean, it seems like they have a couple powerful units. These Depth Guard, they have Aranessa, they have this character, but I mean, King, oh, the Deck Droppers are back online. That's pretty big. If these Deck Droppers can waddle their way back in and finish off this Tomb King, that's going to be really big. However, I mean, King shouldn't let that happen. He has the Blessed Legion here. The Nekar Horsemen are just so good in this situation. They're going to be able to cycle charge all of these guys into oblivion, and they have good enough stats that they can actually stand and bang with Depth Guard for a minute if they have to. And it looks like he still does have his Lich Priest as well, so there could be some nets of Amachok and all kinds of good stuff like that. And Crypt Ghouls are up to 136 kills right now. These Golems are just doing the work of Nagash here. Beautiful stuff. Able to just chew down all these infantry. In the back, we also have another group of Nekar warriors who are going to be finishing off the Black Spot. So though the Vampire Coast does have its characters left, they might just get worn down. I mean, the Golems will be able to do a ton of damage against Aranessa just through surrounding her and just like grinding her down. And the Deck Droppers are going to be swooping into the Archers. They do get hit with the net of Amachok here, which is going to be decent. A little bit late on it. They still do tie down the Archers. And look at that. The Tomb King is able to tie down the Depth Guard here. Invocation of Nehek is going to help them, but negative 41. I don't think there's going to be any saving them. Oh, a nice charge here by King of the Dead. He gets those Nekar Horsemen and actually charges the characters and knocks them away from the Tomb King. Beautiful play there by King of the Dead and Zardar Total War. Both of these guys are playing an extremely tight game, but it looks like Zardar might be able to pull this one back. I mean, just get the Tomb King and clean up all of the Vampire Coast units on the map except the leadership, and then from there just grind them out. Just play that long, just war of attrition. Deck Droppers here are going to be swooping in and may be able to finish off. I mean, the Blessed Legion does have decent combat stats. They might be able to fight these guys, especially if the Lich Priest kind of waddles over and supports. I mean, he looks like he's got a bit of a limp, but by Golems, Lore Master of Sotek, I'm just calling them because they look like Gollum from Lord of the Rings. So over here we do have the Tomb King, who is going to be attacking the zombie pirate deckhand mobs. I mean, come on, tell me these guys don't look like Gollum. Look at this. Precious. If only these guys were here. If Professor Pone or Italian Spartacus was here to do the impersonation. Professor Pone has a really good impersonation as well. Has a really, really good impersonation. So here you can see that the Deck Droppers are going to be getting crumped a little bit. Lich Priest helping out. Blessed Legion coming back online is quite huge. And Aranessa is not the tankiest. So, I mean, if she is surrounded by Nadkar warriors, especially if they have Barona's Time Warp, so suddenly these golems have 53, 58 melee attack on those 2 units respectively. I mean, that's going to be quite substantial. And, you know, the Tomb King is still alive, which is really, really bad for Vampire Coast. Because if Aranessa and the Vampire character or caster are pinned down there, he's going to be able to just cycle charge on the periphery, just get those attacks, pull out. And I believe they're out of Spearfisher's nets. I don't think there's going to be any more of that Witchcraft left. She's run out of Fisher's nets. She could only carry 3 or 2 of them. I think she has 2 charges. I could have sworn she did 3 this game, but I guess, yeah, I'm not sure. So, man, what a great battle here between these 2 players. This is awesome. And the zombie powered deckhand mobs on the far side are being cleaned up by the Tomb King. And now it's pretty much Aranessa and her sidekick here versus the world. The Bounce Bar is pretty much dead even. This is just a tense game. I mean, the archers, how many archers do we have left? A couple? Ooh, 3 archers is really good. Aranessa is pretty quick on her peg leg. She does have 44 speed, but if they can catch that Lich Priest, that's pretty good. That's going to be really, really good. And the golems, oh, the golems are gone. So it looks like Zardar Total War. Oh, and a beautiful net of Amnitok. Awesome stuff. Honestly, these Nadkar warriors should just pull back right now and just let the archers just kind of wail on her for free. Oh, that is such a good play. And the Blessed Legion is going to be sundering her armor to 0. Oh, that's brutal. That is brutal. Darko Man says he can do a really good impersonation. If only, man. If only you were here next to my microphone. Araness Assault Spite here, just getting wasted by the archers. Oh my god, such good play by King. I mean, he looked like he was in a horrid situation in the beginning, but man, he is just doing the work of Nagash here. So Araness Assault Spite just being taken apart by these archers, and the Bounce of Power for the first time in the game is ebbing back in the favor of the Tomb Kings. He does not want to lose this game. He does not want to lose this series. It's the Apprentice and the Master fighting here. Oh man, this is crazy. So Araness is on the hunt, but the Crossfire is just going to be so punishing, and there is 4 volleys left here. And of course, this Tomb King is going to be an issue. Because now he's like, oh yeah, I'm coming for that. I'm coming for that. Because he's all healthy now. I mean, compared to these guys. Honestly, I would probably just try and snipe out Aranessa with archers first. Man, but these deckhand mobs are not going. Oh, another net. There's going to be another net. I mean, I guess he hasn't been using too much Winds of Magic this game. And now she is just going to get just pounded by these. And if she gets broken off, I mean, you know. Oh, a summon's coming in. But, you know, obviously, King of the Dead can simply outweight that summon if he wants to. He doesn't even have to fight that. I mean, he's probably going to send in his spears. But that's pretty good, actually. It does give Aranessa some buffering so that all the arrows don't hit her. Some of the arrows will be intercepted by the deckhand mobs. So that was a really, really good play by Zardar. Super veteran play. And you can see here that Aranessa is going to continue getting wailed on. And, I mean, at the very least, they're going to get some value fighting these guys. Man, this battle is really close. I mean, there's still a chance for Vampire Coast. They do, of course, have the Fleet Captain. And if these skeletons run out of arrows before killing Aranessa... but the problem is the Blessed Legion is still, like, pretty good on ammo. They have 7 full volleys. They're going to be able to go. And Zardar, he's juking right now. He's pulling back and forth, just kind of dropping those moves right here. And the zombie summons are about halfway done. And you can see Big Papa Tomb King here is going to be jumping in. He needs to get out. Oh, he's going for it. He's popping Tomb Strike. He's going to try and finish Aranessa. And his Aranessa is immune to psychology, so she's not going to get broken. And she pops Manon's Luck, giving her melee defense. Oh, no. She gets hit, though. But Manon's Luck keeping her in the fight. The melee defense and the ward save here. Tomb King is going to be falling back because he is taunted. That is a good play. You do not want to be fighting Aranessa while she has Manon's Luck. And all the arrow shots are going to be hitting her in the back. She's at 290. She's going to break. And what King can do at this point is he can simply chase Aranessa off the battlefield once she breaks. So Big Papa Tomb King is like, oh yeah, give me that. Give me that. And here comes the Tomb King. He's going to be chasing her into the sunset. She did a really good job this game, though. That was pretty impressive. But guys, we still have this Fleet Captain. I mean, he's no slouch. The Fleet Captains for Vampires are really strong. 60 melee attack, 40 melee defense, 430 weapon strength. That is pretty obscene. That is a really, really good stat line. So, I mean, this bounce bar is just going back and forth. Aranessa has been squashed by the great Tomb King over here. And now it's going to be this Fleet Captain, which I'm pretty sure he has no chance. I mean, I don't know. The archers are all out of ammo. I think this Tomb King is going to be able to beat the caster. I mean, their HP is like the same, and he's just objectively like just so hard to kill for her. Critical Binding at 10, at 7. Oh my god! The Steel Claws coming in from this Tomb King caster. Yeah, that's it. That's it. There's no way this caster can win. Not with this big angry Tomb King. Man, King with both players with insane micro. God damn, what a series. And if you guys haven't, please make sure to check out Zardar Total War on YouTube. He runs a YouTube channel, and he's a very solid player. He does a ton of quick battle streams. And also Zardar Total War is one of the few multiplayer YouTuber guys who's also extremely good at campaign. Like he's much like Lore Master of Sotek. So he's plays really good campaigns, and yeah, man, awesome play from both players. But King of the Dead is going to be taking that one. Man, 2-1. And he's going to be moving on to the finals. GG. King of the Dead says easy. Oh my god. And also, guys, we have a couple donations from. Okay, let me scroll up here. From Old Ben says, "Quit flexing on us, folks. Can I get a hell yeah, brother?" From Old Ben. James Fitton with the 2. Let's make this your best birthday, dude. It's great. Thank you so much, man. I'm posting my gaming PC on eBay, so I can't afford to style on some fools. Danish Mahmood, thank you, man. And don't put it on eBay. And Woody, thank you for the 3 as well, man. Have a pint on you. I will. Okay, guys. Next. GG. Well played, well played. So, now we need to get Felcon and Professor Pone. Let's get him in here. And Tamonten says, oh my god, Tamonten, thank you for the 50, man. 1 extra donation this month for the birthday boy. Congrats, Turin. Have a good one. I will, Tamonten. Thank you so much, dude. That is... You and some of these guys, man, have just been going ham bone. Maxwell Merrick with the 5. Happy birthday. Happy Friday. Thank you, man. Holy shit. Thank you, Tamonten. Dude, you've been going nuts on like all my streams, so thank you so much, man. And Maxwell Merrick, thank you as well. Happy birthday. Happy Friday as well to all of you guys getting off work and enjoying this fine Friday night for those of you in Europe, or Friday afternoon here in the States. King of the Dead, beautiful play here. Now we got Felcon facing off against Professor Pone. And Felcon and Pone, the password is in the Discord, so if you guys are wondering what the password is, it's in the tournament Discord and everything. Pone is here, and Felcon will be joining here in just a moment. So let me update the scoreboard. Can Pone take on the Dark Lord? That is the question of the day. Few men are brave enough to take on Felcon, but we will see. So updating the scoreboard for you guys. Movie magic. Oh, it's magic. You know. The Spirit of Gorg! Hang on, let me get this going here. All right, guys, it's showtime. Spirit of Gorg says, oh man, I do not know how to say that. Is what they say in my country for happy birthday. Have a good one, man. Much love from Vienna, Austria. Thank you, man. Thank you. And Dov plays, paying his dues. Dov and Gorg, thank you guys so much. I do appreciate that. That is very kind of you guys. And if any of the mods here could please drop some links to Discord, to the community Discord, that would be greatly appreciated. So let me get Felcon in here. Pone saying, memes at the ready, Captain. Well, you might need memes to take on Felcon here. We'll see. Where is he? It's like everyone plays under different names, so it's kind of tricky to actually find people. I don't know what his actual thing is here. I'm trying to guess. It could be XMT Geese Howard, but I'm not sure. So I'm going to go to Discord and check. What is your name at the moment? All right, Felcon says he's having trouble with the lobby. Is he just Felcon? There's so many meme names. Let us see. Oh, okay, so he's High Philip. Okay. It's a running inside joke with his clan. Because I went past him a couple times, but I wish you could sort like alphabetical order here. Okay. Curse the Baggins. Baggins. Felcon, you may be offline. You may be hidden right now. The day Dov finally paid, yes. My mustache is pretty weak right now. You saw him above? You did? Okay, I'm going to double check. I'm just so... I should just remake the lobby. You know, Anna, I actually can't show my face right now because I'm playing shirtless. So it's really hot. So I can't. I don't know if that's against the policy. Rohit Nair, I believe is how you say that. Happy birthday, man. Happy birthday, man, is what he returned, is what he says. I just read happy birthday. Thank you for the 20, man. The heat's making me delusional, all right? Thank you, man. Holy shit. is he? All right, we're going to remake the lobby. So we got a remake. And we're going to go to multiplayer. And Turin B-Day 2. You guys can see the password, I don't care. We're all family here. Oh! Oh, Pipes is your Pipes is my daddy right now? Okay, so the game's remade anyways. So let's get Pone in here first, because he was on the other side. So Pone, if you could rejoin. Oh, there you are. Okay, so you're right next to Pone. Okay. So Falcon, you switch sides. He's here. Is he able to switch sides? Okay, perfect. So we will be on the Iron Sand Desert first. Yeah, Falcon, show no mercy. I want to see the battle. Okay, he said he saw the lobby after the rehost. So Pone, pick, and double ban first. All right, guys, best of 3, second one of the day. Oh, milk was a bad choice. It's so damn hot. And Lucas, thank you for the 10 zlotys, man. Dziękuję, my friend. Great show, lads. Happy birthday as well. Thank you, man. Thank you, thank you. Hope all is well over in Poland. All hail the Dark Lord. Professor Pone's like the Dragon Slayer trying to take down the dragon right now. Pone is going to be he's playing Vamps and he'll ban Lizards and Tomb Kings. Okay, it's pretty good. We'll see what Falcon brings. So Pone going with his best race first. He's quite a good Vampire Count player, and we're going to see what Falcon brings. The games before this, we had an incredible best of 3 series between King of the Dead and freaking Zardar Total War. It was really good. All hail the mighty, they're arising from the deep, with tattered sails and incredible tales. We're calling in the deep. Danish Mahmood, I only know a couple Polish words and phrases. Anna's taught me some basic stuff, but no, I can't speak it. Oh God, milk was a bad choice. I'm in a glass case of emotion. I love Anchorman. It's the greatest. Like, original Anchorman, I think is like just pound for pound one of the best comedies. It's so good. Like everything with Baxter, like when he's like talking to his dog, he's like, you know, I don't speak Spanish. Like when the dog's like barking at him. Oh God, it's so good. It's so good. Hang on one sec, guys. I'm gonna grab some water. So it looks like Falcon is going to be going with Avalorn. So that means he gets access to Treekin, Dryads. They'll probably be using the Treekin just to pin the mass, maybe, of the foul vampires. There's a couple options he could go with here. King, you better not be tired, dude. You better wake up. Go drink some coffee or something, dude. You're going to have to battle the winner of this, potentially battling Falcon. This is your moment of glory, dude. To win on the legendary stream. Oh, I'm just doing some stretches, guys, so bear with me if I sound a little far away from the mic. Oof. Oh. Colin Byrne. Great stream, Turin. Paying for my movie ticket. Thank you, man, for the 10. Thank you, dude. Hopefully you're enjoying it, Colin. And the X gamer, student debt life. Still have to give you a birthday gift. Thank you for the 5, dude. I know. I have student loans I'm still paying off from college. It's wretched shit, dude. God, it's so horrible. See you, Xeno King. Take care, man. And Googe says, Mr. Liberato says, happy birthday. Wish you the best. Love your streams. Oh, no. And the rest got pushed up by chat. Helps you get through bad times. Well, I'm glad to hear that, man. There'll always be something here. There'll always be something. You know, I'm thinking of doing a series on the channel where we just look at, like, it's not related to Warhammer at all, but we just look at, like, if you guys want to know the source material for, like, my 1980s memes and things like that, we would just be taking a look at that. Holy shit, guys. Farragon, 77, dropping a fat $100 donation. God damn. So yeah, Farragon, guys, on PayPal, just donated $100. Jesus, Farragon. Thank you, dude. That's going right into the bank. The blood bank, Senator Trent. Now, all jokes aside, that'll certainly go into savings. Farragon, thank you, man. That is very, very kind. Farragon's been another fine gentleman who's been just pouring it on. Thank you, man. Hopefully you're enjoying the tournament. Be able to stay and watch. Thank you, man. Zach Dolan, happy birthday, Turin. Love the content. Zach, thank you for joining. Zach was actually the name of my first my family dog we had, and he was a great noble hound for many years. Yeah, student loans are it's such a wretched system. God. All right. All right, guys. So, Professor Pone versus Falcon. Can Professor Pone slay the Dragon Lord himself? Who actually didn't bring any dragons, believe it or not. It looks like he brought a couple phoenixes, which is going to be cool to see how those guys play out. Now, for the forces of Pone, it looks like he's got skeleton warriors in the center pocket with some Graveguard kind of anchoring things, or at least he's Sternsman, but mostly skeleton warriors, actually. Not going too heavy in the infantry build. I mean, it's just literally a couple skeletons in the Sternsman. Now, on top of that, he does have a Necromancer, a Blood Dragon Vampire Lord with the Helm of Discord, which is quite good. 2 Fellbats up in the skies, and over here on the flank, we do also have Blood Knights, the Gyre Pack, and on the far side, we have Black Knights, and more Blood Knights. Man, this is going to be hog wild. This is going to be real hog wild, guys. What am I calling? Oh, call the game, Patrick? Is that what you're saying? Jedi, yes, you can type. You've only missed... This is the second best of 3, and then we have a best of 5 finals. King of the Dead, you better be drinking some coffee, dude. Getting ready. I don't want no tired excuses. And for the forces of Falcon, the Dark Lord. Frostheart Phoenix up in the skies. We do also have Alariel the Radiant with... she does have Tempest, which would be good against Flying Vampire Lords, but Pone just brought like a massive Cav Force, which I think is... If his micro is good, his build is actually going to be quite strong against this. Couple spears in the front line, White Lions and Dryads in the center. Lothran Seaguard on the flanks, teamed up with 2 Sisters of Avalon? No, just Lothran Seaguard. And the Fireborn as well, so a lot of anti-large here for Falcon's army. The Lothran Seaguard are going to be quite good against a lot of the Cav units, but again, with effective cycle charging and timing, like the Blood Knights and company can do well. So, I mean, both players have pretty competent lists. A very Cav-heavy Vampire Count army, but is Professor Pone's micro good enough? That's really what it's going to come down to, because it is a build like his is going to be a super heavy test of your micro. Super heavy. Yes, the Frost Pigeon is quite good. Articuno, yes. Correct. Oh, that's pretty good. I used to play the original Pokemon. That is a lot of archers. That is a lot of archers. Oh, man. Well, welcome, Gen Z people. And here we go. The birds are flying forward. Alariel thinking about picking a fight with some of these Fellbats, perhaps. And you can see Pone's Cav Force is going to be coming. The Black Knight, Blood Knight Swarm. I mean, Blood Knights are pretty good. With Helm of Discord, if you can get a good timing on top of the Fireborn and neuter their stats with the Helm of Discord, that could be incredibly strong. The birds up in the skies are going to be going for the freebie here. And let's see what they're saying in chat. Just saying, good luck, have fun. All that good sportsmanship. And here we go. So the birds are flying. And at this point, Falcon's just trying to like push him away so he can get a freebie here. He's just going to be attacking skeletons. Black Knights and Blood Knights. Blood Knights could actually do some good work if they could get on that pigeon. The Fireborn are nearby as well, and you can see Professor Pone is going to be coming in with a massive flank. But again, since they're all coming from one direction mainly, it's going to be relatively easy for Falcon to accommodate that. Oh, and a mistake there. He actually accidentally charges the Dire Pack into the front. And the Black Knights and company are thinking about taking this fight as well, which I don't know why he's taking this fight. The Black Knights are going to be charging in. Not going to do they'll barely do any damage. Granted, there are some Blood Knights in here. Blood Knights will, do some poking and stroking there. You can see the skeletons are jumping in the front. Some charges on the flanks coming in as well. And Pwn is going to be pulling back now. He does get an Invocation of Nehek, it looks like, maybe. Well, at the very least, I mean, the one thing that was okay about that engagement is he did actually pull some of the Flying Lords back. So now if he re-engages, Pwn could actually maybe hurt Ilario with some of these Blood Knights. And he does have his Cav coming in on the other side as well. Oh no, he made a mistake. He accidentally forgot his Blood Dragon Vampire Lord. Nerves can be a thing, for sure. I've seen Pwn play some very incredible games, but I think he might be... It's the first game nerves here. So the Blood Knights here are going to, get a little bit of damage into Ilario, but it looks like Falcon's in a pretty commanding position in this game. I just don't see Pwn coming back from that initial blunder of forgetting his Lord back there. So it's a tough one. It's a tough one, but yeah, I just don't see it happening. I mean, Falcon's just playing a really good defensive game here. Invocation of Nehek is going to be healing up the Blood Knights. And the other ones, he needs to be cycle charging more and just hammering. I think he's got a couple Black Knights and Blood Knights online over here. The Blood Dragon Vampire Lord, being out of position for, this whole battle was, super sloppy, unfortunately. Some Black Knights are going to keep grinding in the front. Dire Pack is going to be countercharging here against the Frostheart Phoenix. And the Archers are just going to pound town on these guys. And there's going to be a charge coming in from Pwn's forces. The Blood Dragon Vampire Lord going to be hammering in. And, that's a lot of vampires, but there's a lot of archer power coming in. It's a little bit of an overcommitment. What he's going to try and do here is get an Invocation plus the Helm of Discord to try and, butter these guys up a little bit. Curse of Fear is going down as well. And the Fireborn are now engaged, so maybe if he could turn and get a surround on the Fireborn, that could be really good. If Pwn just grabbed all his stuff and attacked the Fireborn. Because a couple of them are really overextended here. Helm of Discord has been popped, which is going to be lowering the stats of all of these guys. Blood Dragon Vampire Lord is now fighting. It's just kind of a grind, really. But I think the High Elves are going to outgrind them here. Helm of Discord is helping. But the engagements have just been tough. I mean, I think Falcon just had so much anti-large. Plus, obviously his engagements were just quite a bit better. That yeah, it's gonna be a rough one. It's gonna be a rough one, my friend. So Black Knights and company are grinding it out here. Spearmen are doing their things, but really just too much. I mean, this whole archer line is just cackling and just shooting this entire time. And the Blood Knights are running, so their shields aren't going to help them because their backs are turned. We have some Black Knights still engaged here. I mean, the Fireborn have taken a bit of a beating. Pwn has done okay in some of the grinding fight here once his Lord did get here, but his positioning and the fact that half of his army engaged was pretty rough. So in the back, the Blood Dragon Vampire Lord's going to be trying to shut down the archers. I think it's too little too late. Here, some Blood Knights are going to be sweeping around the back, maybe looking to get an engagement back here. And the Blood Dragon Vampire Lord is going to be dropping some summons back here on top of the Lothran Sea Guard. But the Star of Averlorn is doing such a good job here. Pretty cool build by Falcon, for sure. The Lothran Sea Guard play has been really, really solid here. And you can see the Undead are going to be crumbling before the wrath of Falcon's archers. And that's going to be game blouses. So well played, guys. Looks like Falcon's going to be taking game one. We have a couple donations as well. Zach Dolan with the 10 locks with the 50 Canadian. Thanks for all the content, Turin. Happy birthday. Thank you, man. Ash Carter with the 38.99. Happy birthday, dude. Almost always miss your streams, living down under. Well, hopefully you can make this one, man. Thanks for the donation of the 38.99 Australian. And also from Jake94B. Happy birthday, good sir. Jake, thank you for the 50 as we do wrap up this game here. And man, the Dark Lord is surely true to his form today. Heart Piercing is going to be popped, but just the massive cab build against all the Lothran Sea Guard and Fireborn and Spears, it didn't work out too well. Yeah, and again, Jake and all you guys, thank you so much for the very generous donations. Jake, Locks, and Ash, you guys, much appreciated. Here we go. Here we go. And it looks like the Blood Dragon Vampire Lord is just Haggard Dracula down here. Just being taken out, disintegrating, just being feasted on by Articuno. And Lariel up in the sky cackling. High Elf Army in pretty good shape considering they just fought a battle. That was a brutal one. It was, but alas, it's only game one. Pwn is going to have to whip out some major memes here. So let's see what he can do here. As Falcon does take game one. Rearing to fight King of the Dead in the finals. The best of 5. Today's tournament does, of course, have a prize pool. Yes, I've seen the Astartes film. It's amazing. It's so good. Putin. Putin. Thank you for becoming a member here on the channel, man. Do I see the Illuminati symbol on your avatar? Some conspiracies afoot? Thank you for becoming a member here on the channel, man. Much appreciated. The High Elves did good. So the next map we're going to be on is going to be... Not Mortis Waste. Let's do... Is this the one I think it is? No, that one sucks. I wish I could like see the maps better in the selection screen, like actually see their layout. Sword of Torgold, it's a classic. So Dimmy demanded Beastmen, so I picked Beastmen and banned TK and High Elves. And Pone, he's probably going to go with the Steam Tank, I'm guessing. Alex Sear, thank you for the donation, man. This is for your birthday and for my son butchering your name. Always great content. Alex, how did he say it? Let us know in chat how he said it, like the enunciation of it. Because, you know, a lot of people butcher it. It's actually like Turin. They're like, you say it like kind of like Toorin, like Turin. Because if you say Turin, it's kind of, yeah, it's a little bit tricky phonetically, so. Hey, I'm glad you're enjoying the streams. And Sir Swags a Lot is now a member here on the channel. Oh my god, it's happening. Thank you, Sir Swags a Lot. I assume I have your axe or your bow, depending on your preference. Man, you guys are very generous. Quite a birthday indeed. Marco says I'm a genius because I was born in the same day as him. Then I shall fight for chat as Empire. A bastion of hope. The Empire. Oh yeah. Everything is Varcamp. Don't worry about the maps, Turin. Happy birthday. Lotus Moon, thank you for the kind words, man. I am 31 years old. Well, no, that's how it's like enunciated. Yeah, like Turin. It sounds the same. It's Turin. Like I'm Turin. Yeah. Yeah. Torn, man. That's awesome. It's like that Metallica song, The Outlaw Torn. It's a good one, man. Strokesfield says, happy birthday. Will I see you at Area 51? Perhaps. Torn, man. I kind of like that, dude. It's kind of cool. I'm going to change my name to that on Steam for a couple days. So we are in the second. It is the Spiffing Brit. He has a glorious. How do you get that check mark next to your name? Why don't I have one of those, Spiffing Brit? What's going on, man? I enjoy your channel. And you have a glorious check mark. I think you have to have like 100,000 for that, don't you? Man, that's something. Sir Swagslot, thank you for the donation of the 50 NOK. Oh, a T-raid. Is this... I don't know what a T-raid is, but I assume it's something good. As long as it's positive. You know, the viewer count hasn't updated for me. Spiffing Brit, what's going on here? I assume it's from Spiffing Brit, so thank you for sending people over here. Hopefully you guys enjoy the tournament. We have one of the best players in Total War Warhammer playing right now. And it's going to be Empire vs. Beastmen here on the Sword of Torgold. I actually like tea quite a bit, guys. I must be completely honest. It's my lovely wife actually works for a tea company, believe it or not. So they make some really, really bomb teas. So we're always pretty well stashed here. Tea raids are lovely and positive. Well, that's all I need to hear. That's perfect. I would make tea, guys, but it's really hot here in the States. It's literally like in my room right now. It's probably a good 90 degrees. I would melt. Sam says praise to the tea gods. Oh. No worries, guys. No worries. And yes, once you guys do drop your initial teas, please hang out and enjoy. It's good. It's happening. Spiff sent me. All right. Welcome, guys. It's good to have you guys. And for anyone who doesn't know what's going on here, we're doing a Total War Warhammer tournament. So essentially, it is best of 3 showdowns using standard tournament rules here in Total War Warhammer, and they just have some fierce cockfights, to say the least. It gets pretty wild. Emerson French, buy tea with this. You know, the thing is, I don't have to buy tea, but thank you, man. We have so much tea here at the house. We're really stocked up. We are really stocked up. Yeah, it's a good 90 degrees plus in my room right now. I normally use like a face cam, but it's so hot that I actually am like streaming shirtless in my boxers. So like I gotta just go at it raw. And Celsius? Oh man, I don't know what the conversion would be. Yorkshire tea? I mean, I'd be down to try that if somebody wants to send me some or something. Yeah, I don't know if I could find like the authentic stuff here in LA. It'd probably be a little bit disappointing, to be fair. Tea for the tea god. Well, I stopped drinking coffee because I noticed that when I was drinking coffee, it would actually kind of aggravate my wrists. Yeah. All right, guys. Welcome to everyone from the Spiffing Brits chat, as well as the Spiffing Brit himself. Thank you guys for joining by. And today, guys, we're going to be jumping into our second match in this best of 3, which is going to feature a showdown between Professor Pone, who shall be leading the forces of the Empire, a bastion of hope against a foul tide of filthy, disgusting beast people. So, as far as this army goes, here in the front line, it's going to be Sigmar's Sons, the brave souls themselves. These guys are ready to party. And they're pretty good against Beastmen. Beastmen are a faction that can really just kind of bull rush you and just kind of essentially just be a brutal onslaught. So having these guys here is going to be nice. It's going to help against that tide of filthy beast people. On top of that, he's got swordsmen in the front, a reserve of greatswords. Greatswords make a good reserve unit. You don't want them to take the pounding from the Baconators and those really aggressive hog units in the beginning, but as a secondary, it's pretty good. Oh god, he brought a mortar against Beastmen. Why would you do that? He's got spearmen, royal turf fights, Karl Franz, and a lifecaster, and a couple of groups of Reichsguard. For the forces of the Beastmen, we have a massive herd of Razor Gore herds in the front. It is going to be a true onslaught here. A Beast Lord, a Brave Shaman with Beasts, who's most likely going to be summoning Mancores, or oh no, he has Amber Spear, so he's going to be dropping missile attacks. So the initial fighting is underway. The Empire Pistoliers are going to be dropping some light skirmishing fire into the Baconators here on the flank. Certainly going to do some decent work. But yeah, we're going to see a little bit of poke here on the Gore herds as they are taking some mortar shots to the dome. But now the main fighting's underway, and I feel like this Beastman army is just going to run over these Empire troops. You can see the pigs are going to be charging in here across the front line. Just brutality. But Sigmar's Sons are certainly up to the task of holding this, but the burst damage is just disgusting. It's really going to come down to the cab play from Professor Pone. He needs to get these Reichsguard and hammer. I mean, his Empire front troops, they stand alone, and Karl needs to come to his men here. So Karl also needs to be very careful. There is a Gorbel plus Minotaurs with shields, and the first Reichsguard and Demogryph Knights are going to be charging down the flank here, and they're going to be getting some good value, pinning a couple of these beasts against the tree here. Very, very good charge right there, so certainly not bad. And the Empire is able to kind of push this back a little bit. Stand your ground, and the Reichland Runefang is going to be going off. Karl does have the support of his men, and the Reichsguard are going to be charging it as well. So the layering from the Empire is actually turning out relatively well. They're doing okay here in the center pocket because the Greatswords probably are going to be able to win this particular fight. But are they going to be able to hold back the Beast Tide? Bounce of power a little bit in favor of the Beastmen. Oh no, look at this. So the Brave Shaman with Beast is actually trapped back here. If Karl Franz or some heavy-hitting Empire troop can actually get on him while he's back here, that would be incredibly powerful, but it does not look like that's going to be the case. It looks like the Beastcaster is going to be cackling as he does escape, and now the Empire flank is collapsing. The pigs are doing such good work. Oh, and the Amber Spear tearing through those greatswords, just eviscerating that formation. Just absolute destruction here as the Goreherds and company are just going to be able to finish those guys off. What beautiful play here from Felcon. Outstanding stuff. Now, Pone is putting up a good fight. Karl Franz is holding the Sigmar Sons. This is just like the end times all over again. We have some Reichsguard over here as well who may be able to countercharge. Pistolier is still landing their fire, but Karl Franz stands alone, and I don't know. He came to his men, but his men did not come to him. I mean, a couple of Sigmar Sons, it looks like he just clubbed one of his own men there. Some mortar fire is coming down on the Beastmen here, but it looks like the Beast Herd is just going to be able to kind of drag him down. So Sigmar Sons only have 17 models left. The Gorbel's in really good shape. Bounce of power is ebbing heavily into the favor of Felcon, the Dark Lord, the winner of the previous Eternal Challenger League. And I just think, yeah, he's probably going to be taking this one in a relatively quick 2-0. Granted, Pone put up a good fight, but dealing with that Beastman onslaught is quite tricky. In the back, the Beast Lord is actually rather beat up. I don't think there's anything that can really deal with him, though. Big Papa Gorbel is going to be coming back here. He's got an axe to grind, and he's going to be coming for those guns over here. Won't be able to catch him. Oh, another Amber Spear coming down. Now, Amber Spear, man, that was a nasty Amber Spear earlier. Just disgusting stuff. And Karl Franz, this isn't the Empire Cinematic, but he has gotten away, actually. Now, if Karl Franz and the Empire could pull this game into a bit of a kite battle, right? They could split it out. And Karl Franz was able to methodically assassinate some of the Beastmen leadership, like killing this Beast Lord, for example. That could be a way back into this game. It's a very, very slim chance here, but there are some Reichsguard back online. And the Beastmen army is actually kind of beat up as well. I mean, they're not in great shape. Karl's going for it. Oh, and he gets a beautiful contact here. The Beast Lord getting smacked. Karl almost kills him. The 1-2 punch. And is Karl Franz going to be able to get the Beast Lord? He pops Apocalyptic Vision. He runs away. Oh no, but Karl Franz needs to get away. There's a horde of Minotaurs coming for him. The Minotaurs are just going to do so much work, but Karl Franz is able to turn and get away, and he will be taking off back into the skies. And there he goes. So Karl Franz has escaped. And is he going to get the Beast Lord? Honestly, it might not be a bad idea. I think he needs to go out like a true patriot of his people. He needs to charge in here. He needs to go after the Beast Lord, and here he comes. Is he the hero Gotham needs? Oh, and the Beast Lord falls! He gets crushed by Karl Franz, the Emperor. Though he will lose this battle, he gets the moral victory of taking out the Beast Lord by Galmaraz's hammer there. Man, it was a good battle. I mean, Pona put up a great fight. It's hard. I mean, Falcon's build was incredibly good, but that is going to be that match here, guys. And now we have the great finals between King of the Dead and Falcon. So well played to Professor Pone. He tried to be a hero of the people, bringing the Empire, the Sons of Sigmar here in this matchup. But Falcon is going to take this best of 3 series in a decisive 2-0 here. So very well played to Professor Pone. Let's say GG. Well played. Piggy power, says Prof Pone. Pigs. It's pigs all day. It's wild hogs up in this hoe. It's just crazy times. Do it, Anakin, indeed. So now, guys, Pone says, at least I got your lord. The moral victory. So we had a couple donations during the battle. Just want to thank you guys. From Putin for the 400 SEK. Tea is a poor man's whiskey. Interesting stuff. Thank you for the donation, man. Flying Dutchman with the 5 SSIO. I get now why they threw all the tea into the harbor back then. Oh my god, chat's getting wild about the tea here. And Matt Horton. First off, happy day of umbilical port independence to you, Turin. Spiff, I'm sorry I threw your tea in the harbor. I had to on principle, you see. Well, it seems like some of his own folks are throwing the tea here. That Amber Spear was beautiful. And Pipe says it was Dimmy's build. I stole it from Dimmy G. Dimmy G, of course, a legend here in the community. And let me crump this King Ama Slugger. So we have a clan war. XMT versus AMA here in the finals, which is going to be quite a bit of fun. So let us switch to the map. And also, guys, thank you so much for joining for today's stream. It's a pleasure to have all you guys. Returning faces, new faces. It's a good time for all. We're just going in deep on this hot summer day. We'll do Troll Country. For the first battle, I think it's a fast and furious one to set the tone. Thankfully, since we're in the same lobby, I don't have to change that name. And let us go ahead and update this. King of the Dead. We'll abbreviate his name so it actually fits. And here we go, guys. The finals. Thank you guys so much for joining. It is time. What a journey we've been on. I feel like a grand quest. A grand feast. Man, I do miss coffee though. Every time I go to the grocery store in the morning, I just smell it and I'm just like, oh god, I want it so bad. Oh man. I know we got Clan AIMA. I don't even know what that stands for versus XMT. XMT, of course, stands for the Extreme Meme Team, which I'm sure you guys have heard of. And yes, do drop a like on the stream if you guys are enjoying it. It certainly helps out quite a bit. Rekka, what's up, man? Jimmy G says, I wish I could play like that chant Falcon. Yeah, I got it. You know, so Spiffing Bread earlier, I think, mentioned that that to get the check mark, you have to get, I think, 100,000 subs or something. I want that sweet check mark. Thing's awesome. Oh. Yeah, because like when I drink coffee, it actually makes my hands hurt more. Falcon's going to ban the hippie elves and the goth elves. So he's banning wood elves and dark elves. And he's picking lizardmen against King of the Dead, who's going to go Vampire Coast. So we saw his coast earlier. His crab build just got absolutely just pound-towned by his opponent. But we're going to see if he can come back and... guys, those Slanesh bots are here. Smite them. Smite them. Smite them all. AIMA just means blood. Oh, that's kind of edgy. I like it. Thank you for the happy birthday wishes, guys. I really do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. Alex here says he's more consistent than Falcon. He's never won a battle before. Yeah, we've had our tea. We're good. I do enjoy some good tea. You know, my favorite thing about tea, you know, the taste and everything is cool, but like on a cold day or like a cold morning, just the warmth on your hands, like that warmth and just kind of the smell of it is really the magic, I think. The taste is good too, but I think that's, for me, is the real charm of it. The Raiders have returned to Albion. Oh yeah. So the players are picking their armies right now. I would click and look at the armies, but again, I don't want, if one of them are accidentally watching the stream, I want to be careful there. Troll Country, for anyone who doesn't know the map, is a very small close quarters map. So it is going to be a ferocious cockfight right away. Yeah, I hope to, Deacon. I hope to. I think that would be great. That would be cool. That would be very cool. So Lizardmen versus Vampire Coast. It's a matchup that historically I think was relatively even. Lizardmen have a lot of really good tools now. They've gotten a lot of powerful units in this new DLC. Granted, I don't know what new units will be incorporated. Probably you're going to be seeing You could see the Umbral Tide, the stock salamanders, because they do have the fire damage, and of course they can avoid the missile pressure. Plus, they're also good against like crabs and colossus and things like that. So, yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say. Or my ends up with something else on a cold day says Big J. Oh yeah, yeah. Iced tea is pretty good too, like sweet tea, like having that southern sweet tea. All right, guys, we're jumping into game 1 here in the finals. This is a best of 5 between King of the Dead and Pipes. How dare they? They tease us. I was getting the whole hype speech ready. And now we have this. It's just massive disappointment. Full Vanguard? I don't think so. There's a little bit of a prize pool at stake here, so I think these two fine gentlemen are probably gonna do it to it. Lance, that would be quite interesting. I'm quite curious about that. I've actually watched his channel quite a bit. The Spiffing Brit. It was quite a surprise to see him jump in here. For sure. Oh man. Troll Country is one of my favorite maps. It's just down to business, no nonsense hiding in the corners. It's just, let's go fisticuffs. I got Jack Johnson, and what's that quote from Joe Dirt? You remember in the early 2000s where he's like, I got Jack Johnson, and I can't remember what the other one is. So if anyone can remember, Joe Dirt, it's a movie from the early 2000s. There's a scene where he's like getting in a fight in the beginning and he gets his ass kicked. And he's like, I got Jack Johnson, and like when he's talking about his fists, I can't remember that. It's really bothering me. So we got a donation coming in. Another steel chair from Nick Orr. Oh, that should be the frickin' donation thing, just a steel chair. With the 10, he says, hi, Turin. Currently sipping on a pot of French Earl Grey tea, enjoying your stream first thing in the morning. Pick a double band works. Yeah, the double band is better, Nick. I agree. And hopefully you enjoy your tea, man. It's way too hot here to enjoy that. Milk was really a bad choice. What loyal primer would you like to see revived? Probably Vulcan. Vulcan's pretty gangster. Is there a source? Yes, Jason Denny, there is a source that gives missile resist, the Legion of Chaqua, and they're actually quite good against Vampire Coast. Granted, King of the Dead always brings his haggard-ass bomb build. I don't know why he does it. Like, he's the only one in the entire existence of Total War Warhammer who actually thinks they're good. Well, actually, there's probably a couple of players, but I personally think they're just horrific. Anyways, for the armies of Felcon, here in the back, we've got Saurus mixed in with Temple Guard. Actually, just one Temple Guard, so he is bringing some anti-large AP. Temple Guard can, of course, beat Depth Guard, so it's nice to kind of include one. A couple groups of skink cohorts, which he'll probably use to circumvent the flank. Get a little. Is it Jack Johnson and Tom O'Leary? Yes, thank you. Thank you guys so much. That was really haunting me. I'm usually pretty good about my references, but so he's got Saurus and Temple Guard, a mix of skink cohorts, which are pretty good. These bad boys are very good at harassing the flanks, and they have good enough stats to fight zombies. So most players actually defend the flanks of their formation using like halberds and spear units, and the cohorts can actually beat zombie-powered deckhand mobs with polearms, most likely. We do also have a Slum Mage Priest with a high magic, so this fat, disgusting toad atop his toilet seat is going to be sitting here. He is ready to party. He has Tempest. He has Apotheosis. He is good, and he is thick, and he is proud. On top of that, we do also have 2 Ancient Salamanders, so the double Ancient Salamander pick. They're going to be pretty good here because King always plays with crabs and he always plays with like short-range guns. And these guys have 160. They're going to be able to go deep into a lot of these troops here. I love this pick here for Felcon. Now, very different than a traditional Felcon build. Oftentimes, Felcon goes with mass cav and just kind of zergs you. But in this case, a mass infantry build using a couple Ancient Salamanders. It's going to be really interesting to see how this plays out. I'm quite excited for this. So we have a couple Salamanders. Now, for King of the Dead, we, of course, have a King of the Dead special. We have the Gallows Giant, so we literally have the Flamethrower Colossus, a couple handguns, which is going to be very useful for him here. He has Aranus Assault Spite, Vampire Fleet Captain with Death, so Fate of Una is going to be super useful against those Temple Guard, and a massive bomber line with 2 Depth Guard on the flanks. Depth Guard are incredible against Lizardmen infantry. They beat Saurus, they can just heal themselves, they're durable with their armor. I mean, a very, very good pick here. So, very unorthodox armies for both players. I'm quite excited to see how this fierce battle goes. And I must say, that is some delicious water. That is some delicious water. Yeah. Interesting stuff. Salamander's going to be surging forward, probably going to be targeting Depth Guard. They have really good AP values, actually, compared to the hunting packs. So he's going to be spitting up his first furball here. And he's actually going to be going for the guns. Man, that did a lot of damage. That killed 13 models. Nasty stuff. These Ancient Salamanders. I mean, honestly, the dinos don't even have to engage. If I were Felcon, maybe I'd just sit back, but obviously he probably knows. He's a much better Lizardman player than I am, so he must know what he's doing. He's going to be going into the Depth Guard here. Kills 4 models, but does a ton of HP damage on impact. And I'm a little bit nervous for the Vampire Coast here. The Flamethrower Colossus is going to be dropping his first torrent of fire into these guys, and it does nothing. Nothing, really. It kills 1 model and just tickles the pickle, to say the least. And here comes the Frontline Fighting. Temple Guard are going to be surging in. Aura Pretzel has been popped, and we literally have lizards fighting zombies, which is something you only really see in Warhammer, but hey, it's quite cool. Well, actually, that's not true. There's probably other IPs where lizards would fight zombies, like more Elder Scrolls or something. Anyways, Saurus Warriors here are going to keep grinding in the front line. The Ancient Salamanders, though, are taking a pounding. Falcon needs to get back. The Salamander has better range than these guns. There's no reason for him to be taking this gunfire, but nonetheless, the Salamanders are dropping some hot shots here into the Depth Guard, definitely doing good work. And it looks like Falcon does notice he's taking a pounding here and is going to be pulling back. Now, the bombs at the front line are doing an okay job, I suppose. A little bit hard to tell. Saurus are grinding through the front, and the Flamethrower Colossus, oh man, he is getting in there, and he's going to be spit roasting some of these guys. So, for anyone who hasn't seen this thing, this is the Regiment of Renown of the Necropex Colossus. It is literally a giant zombified, molten pirate ship corpse monster that has a flamethrower attached to its wrist. So, very, very cool stuff. So it actually buckles the front line of the Saurus and Company in a little bit of trouble here, I must say. And the Salamanders in the back are continuing to get some shots. Depth Guard are getting worn down, and a nice little banishment here, but it looks like a good Fate of Muta coming in from King of the Dead. And it looks like we have a pretty close game on our hands here in this finals. However, the tide is about to turn as Falcon does get his entire skirmishing corps up and around the back, and now he's going to be able to pressure this gun line. And the gun line is going to be, although this big Flamethrower Colossus is coming, he's swiggity-swooty, he's waddling for that booty, and we are going to see if he's able to get here. Here he comes. It's a little bit laggy, so my apologies. They're connecting from different countries. That can happen sometimes. What the hell was that in the back? What was that? That must have been Soul Punch. You don't see that terribly often. So the Flamethrower Colossus is able to chase off these little skinks in the back, those little skink bastards. And the bombs for King of the Dead are actually doing a pretty good job here, I must say. As much as I meme on them, they're kind of melting this front line down, but the Salamanders are going to be the breadwinners. These guys really need to carry this game. So he's making me eat my words about the Bombers. I still think they're a bad unit, but nonetheless, he's making them work. And the Depth Guard here are completely crumped. There's 13 models right here. There's another 26 Depth Guard right here. But that Flamethrower Colossus, if these Salamanders run out of ammo, the Colossus is going to be incredibly tough to take down. What anti-large do the Dinos have against that thing? Aside from the Salamanders, of course, who aren't a true dedicated anti-large unit. And of course, this big, thick Slann isn't going to be great against a big target like that. So the battle's really even, actually. This is awesome. This is really, really good here. So Salamander's still shooting. Now they're out of range. They're dropping their bombs into the guns. Essentially, very good play here. Falcon knowing that the guns are pretty much the hard counter to them. So he's going to be shooting those guys down. But Salamanders actually are quite good in melee combat. So if two of them jump on the Colossus, I mean, they might be able to overwhelm it. But we still have Aranessa. We still have a Vampire Fleet Captain. The little skinks in the back are still harassing and poking. Falcon just trying to get in wherever he can. And these Depth Guard, though, are still fighting, which is a little bit unfortunate. Those guys need to be shut down, but the guns are doing a really good job screening out here. In the front line of the Dinos is buckling. King of the Dead's Gallows Giant just roasting these lizards. Oh, look at the brutality of that. As those lizards are just spit roasted right now. Absolute anarchy. So here we go, guys. The battle is still underway. Skinks in the back with their little blow darts are going to keep shooting these zombies, trying to wear those guys down. Aranessa is going to be good, though. She's got that Spearfisher's Net, and if she wants to hunt Slann, she can. Oh, when she gets the Spearfisher's Net here on the Salamander, Falcon is going to respond by using Apotheosis and Hand of Glory. And is she going to be able to catch it? The Spearfisher's Net is still active for another, 5 or 6 seconds, give or take. And she's getting a couple attacks, and a Spirit Leech is going down as well, so he's going for a bit of an Alpha Strike here on the Salamander. I don't think he's going to be able to break it. Salamanders are really fast. They have 75 speed. And suddenly, it looks like the lizards are kind of coming out ahead in regards to the massive battlefield fight. You can see that there's just tons of dinosaurs everywhere. Although the Gallows Giant's in pretty good shape, and the leadership for the Vampire Coast is in good shape. He does break the Salamander! That's big. Now, if the Salamander runs off the edge of the battlefield before breaking, or before coming back and rallying here, that would be incredibly powerful. We're going to see. Man, that is big. If that Salamander comes back, I think he might be in some trouble. But if it doesn't, I think that could certainly help his cause here. Now, the Flamethrower Colossus is taking a ton of darts. These little blow dart skinks here just kind of sitting here taking these pot shots. And the Gallows Giant only has 75 armor. It's not like super tanky. I mean, it's 75 still not bad, but the little blow darts can add up. Oh, spit roast time. Here it comes. He's aiming his cannon, and is he going to shoot? Oh, God, and he roasts those skinks. Charges in with his glorious peg leg, but now the Salamanders are going to be coming. They are pretty far from the edge of the map, so a terror route would not push them off the edge of the map here. Oh, look at that. Bounce Power is actually coming into the favor of the Dinos for the first time in the game. It was actually in the favor of the Vampire Coast for quite some time, but this first game, another Spirit Leech coming down, and the second Salamander has returned. Oh, man, and Salamanders are going to be doing a ton of damage against the Gallows Giant. So Gallows Giant, being a giant, haggard, animated beast, is actually weak to fire. So the fire damage coming in from the two Salamanders is going to be quite pertinent here. Oh, and this Salamander's going in for the kill. He gives no shits. Oh, he's biting the knee, and then the peg leg. Well, actually, that wasn't the peg leg. That was his regular leg. But nonetheless, quite powerful. Shield of the Old Ones is going to be going down as well. And Salamanders actually have, I believe, do they have good fire resistance? I can't remember if they do. Anyways, the Gallows Giant's going down here. I just don't know if the Vampire Coast is going to have the sustainability here. If he has an invocation, no, he doesn't have any healing. Oh, but the Slann gets caught in the Spearfisher's Net. So, oh my god, that's so funny. Aranessa literally throws a giant net over this toad and just starts beating it down. So it's taunted right now. Its melee defense is 5. They should be able to get some decent work. And you can see the Slan's actually going down really quick. Aranessa and this caster are gooning the Slan with the Spirit Leech. Could this get Vampire Coast back in the game? The Gallus Giant drops its load, so the zombies come everywhere out of its corpse there. And if he gets the Slan here, maybe that could be a gateway back into the game. Vampire Coast has like nothing else left though, aside from their leadership. That's a very common outcome for Vampire Coast. The Queen of Peglegs here is going to be going for him as well. But the Toad is deceivingly slippery. And the Salamanders here, of course, are helping out. They're going to be able to kind of knock those characters around. Which, I don't know. I mean, everything is so beat up. There's no summons though. Aranessa is quite a beast, but I think she could be dragged down by the sheer numbers here. Vampire Coast doesn't really have much left. What a great game between these two players. This is really intense. So here you can see that she's going to be doing the somersault here, attacking this filthy, disgusting Slan as he does rotate between. And the two Salamanders are just feasting on the soul of this Vampire Cat. She's like, oh god, just trying to run and just being eaten. Where is she right now? Yeah, so the Vampire Caster got murdered by those two Salamanders. That's why Salamanders are such a good dual-purpose unit. I mean, good armor-piercing shots, good armor-piercing melee attacks, incredibly fast. They can hit and run. Yeah, Aranessa is a beast. And you can see the Slan here is going to be running 1,062 HP, but he has got wheels. Aranessa probably going to be dragged down by a tide of angry reptiles here. You can see she's going to be trying her best, but I just don't think she's going to be able to make it out here. Man, what a game. What a game. Falcon the Tyrant, but I mean, King almost got him there, guys. That was a close battle. And remember, this is best of 5. This is only the first game here. We have quite a few more cockfights to go. So the Vampire Fleet Captain dies, and with that, Aranessa assaults fight. And all of her saltiness shall be crumbling beneath a tide of reptilian beasts. Those two Salamanders did so good. Man, King brings such unorthodox builds too, and he almost made it work against a very good player. So I mean, I guess there is some magic to the Bombers. I'm still just not sold on them, but man, I guess they did okay. Yeah, Salamanders always do look so happy. So that's going to be game 1 for Falcon in this best of 5 showdown for my celebration birthday stream. Throwing my own party here. All right, guys, game 2, and the map we shall be on. The River Amixon. I actually really like that map. Where art thou, River Amixon? Here we go. And guys, we have a couple donations I missed while I was in the game there. We got one from Nick Orr. Thank you for that, man. And yes, we're all good to go. So thank you guys so much for all the generous support today. Just liking, hanging out, all of it. It means a lot. And now we're here. The finals of all places. So King of the Dead is going to ban High Elves, ban Skaven, and going Tomb Kings. And let's see what Falcon gets. I mean, Falcon is really good at all the elf factions, so he's probably going to be doing that. I'm going to do some stretching. I'm going to be doing some stretching. That King of the Dead build was pretty awesome. That was really cool. I've tried to make those bombs work. He's like one of the only players who can make those things work, I swear. Those sallies were good. They were good puppers, for sure. They did a really good job of just going ham. Please don't appropriate my dwarf culture. Thank you for the kind words, man. Yeah, they blasted the Depth Guard. I mean, they're really good against those type of units. So, oh no. Dark Elves versus Tomb Kings. A good fun showdown here. Oh man, let me stretch up. I gotta stretch these 31-year-old bones here. My creaky-ass floor. Just a metaphor for how creaky I am. Ugh. Depth Guard are not zombies, actually, Shetland. They're vampires. Yeah, Depth Guard are actually like vampires. That's why they're so strong and like elite. They're just like seafaring pirate vampires. They're like the elite of the vampire fleet. Of the Dread Fleet, as they call it. Oh, man. They are vampires. Hey, thank you, Richard Wirtz. I appreciate it, man. Hopefully you're doing well. All's well with your business, friends, family. Oh, all right. Stretching's done for now. What is my favorite faction in tabletop? So tabletop, I didn't play Warhammer Fantasy. I play Warhammer 40k. So my favorite faction in Warhammer 40k is the Death Guard. But if I had to choose in Warhammer Fantasy tabletop, I'd probably be an Empire player. Yeah, Empire Dwarves. Nah, I'd probably play Dwarves, actually, in vanilla. I really am a Dwarf fan. All right, here we go. It's showtime, guys. My favorite cake? I really like strawberry shortcake. Yeah, that's like so good. Don't sprain the... I'm not that inflexible. Actually, I am, Misha. Shetland, thank you, man. Well, when I started... It's almost been 3 years when I first started YouTube. I think I was like... How old was I then? Like 27? No, I think my first one was 27. Demi G, in my country, cheesecake are called pies. Cheese pies. Interesting. Hey, take care, Zach. I know it's getting a little bit late for some of you guys in Europe. I appreciate you guys being here, and we're going to push through these finals and have a good time. Ugh. Cheese. I love cheese, but I don't eat dairy anymore. I cut it. Gives me a stuffy nose. I don't know why cheese pie sounds phallic. It just sounds like something dirty. It does to me. All right, guys. Round 2 of the grand finals. The Dark Lord Falcon, currently up a game, is King of the Dead with his namesake faction. The Tomb King's going to be able to rip a game off Falcon here. We will find out. He's coming in with Arc in the Black, a great choice. Spirit Leech, always useful. Fate of Una, pretty much always useful, especially against all these Black Guard that Falcon brought. Man, one group of standard Ushapti frontline is going to be Tomb Guard, 2 groups of Skeleton Archers, Spears, and a massive Surtha Ek Chariot Goon Squad. Chariots are pretty good against Dark Elves. Like, if you need something that can guarantee deal with infantry, Chariots are quite good. Granted, Chariots are countered by mass, so you have to be careful for like Hydras and Manscores and things like that. So, pretty cool little force here, and that looks like it did. A couple Nadakar horsemen on the flanks. Nice little high and tight army here, but it certainly has its work cut out for him. So for the forces of Falcon, we have a Feral Manscore. We do also have a Supreme Sorceress with fire, so he's going to be using the Burning Skull spell to kind of burn down all these Tomb King's infantry. So a couple spears, but the center mass, oh my god, it's going to be the Black Guard. So the Black Guard here are anti-large, armor-piercing. These guys are thick. They are meaty. They are not going to go quietly. Chariots with effective cycle charging plus Fate of Una is probably going to be his best bet. But even still, it seems like Falcon has ample mass to kind of deal with that. Plus, he has a Chariot of his own. Goldman Chariot won't be so good against Tomb Kings, but nonetheless, it does give him some utility. Plus, the Chill of Sontar, his favorite unit, this glorious Hydra, is going to be really good at stopping the Chariots and also dealing with enemy leadership. And yeah, man, that's going to be interesting. Yeah, here we go. Sir Swagalot, thank you. Summer vacation just started today. Got time for Turin all day. Thank you for the donation, man, of the 100 NOK. And hopefully you enjoy this finals here. It's time. Here we go. So both forces are going to be aligning. I was expecting some Ushapti Grapos, actually. But there's not going to be any. Ushapti Grapos would have been quite good here. But Tomb Kings are going to be taking a defensive posture on the Dark Elf advance. I'm sure there's going to be some filthy breath attacks coming in. What I like about this Dark Elf army is there's no soft spots. There's not anything that's like really vulnerable. Archers are going to be shooting Cold One Chariots, but they have like 100 armor, I think. 110 actually. That's pretty impressive. And the Hydra's coming in. He's like, yes, you know, he's coming for it. He's looking for a breath attack. And here comes the first breath attack. Oh, nasty, nasty, nasty. Oh god, those Tomb Guard just get shreked by that ice attack. Look at that. It takes them down to like 45%. That is so nasty. That is so nasty. Look at that. Great play there by Falcon. He's so good with the Hydras, with like his angling. Oh no, and a burning skull! Falcon is a man on a mission. Oh, King is just being ravaged right now. Just absolutely destroyed. And the skull eats his other archers as well. Oh no, this is a disaster for the Tomb Kings. Immediately, they've lost about 400 gold here, about 600 here, or even more, 700 or 800. He's lost almost 2,000 gold worth of value on these units. Now he's going to be countercharging here, just a rage charge. Going to be going after the Chariots, getting a little bit of damage back, but certainly not worth it. Man, that was a nasty, nasty cycle of breath attacks. Asius99, thank you for the donation. I see you're an Ultramarine fan. Ultramarines are really strong in tabletop, actually. Of all the Space Marine chapters, Ultramarines, if you're playing in competitive tournaments, are really good. So, back to the battle here. The Hydra is going to continue surging forth. Some Archer fire is going to be good against him, but I don't know, guys. I feel like Falcon's initial breath attacks were just so gross that it's going to be hard. Chariots charging in. A good intercept here with the Ushapti, and the Archers are getting good saturated fire onto the Hydra, but the Hydra is going to be able to tank that. And you can see here the Tomb Prince. I wonder where he's going to go. Tomb Princes are actually going after the Chariots, interestingly enough. Yeah, it looks like the Tomb Prince plus Arc of the Black are doing that. And there's probably going to be a Fate of Una dropped here on the Black Guard, which is going to be good. You know, it's always cost-effective to Una such targets. Over here on the other side, I mean, it's just looking so grim. I mean, the Tomb King's Chariots are just like pinned in the corner. They're not getting any value. I mean, I guess they're riding through some of these guys and doing some okay work, but I just feel like Falcon's in such a dominant position right now. So right here, you can see that Arc in the Black is going to be attacking a Chariot with the help of a Tomb Prince. He does drop a Skeleton Summon action and pins in the Manscore, so good play there. The Manscore is a little bit trapped up. The Tomb Prince with the Libra Mortis is going to be rather tanky, but this Hydra is just going balls deep in the back line, and it looks like King of the Dead may have forgotten about Nadakar Horseman. No, he's got them back now, and doing some rear charges on the Dread Spears actually wouldn't be a bad idea, but... Anyways, the Cold One Chariots are... We have a chariot fight. We have bumper cars. We're going back to the 90s, to the Carnival, and looks like we have a bumper car fight, guys. So the Chariots are going to be battling in the back. Granted, the Dark Elf Chariots have friends. The Supreme Sorceress on the Manscore is doing pretty good, and Arc in the Black is just being shreked by this Feral Manscore. Just absolutely annihilated. So the Manscore is going to be falling back right now. And, or not falling back. Arc in the Black's falling back, excuse me. And it looks like the Ushapti Summon has been dropped. Oh, and another beautiful breath attack. Just shrekking those Tomb Guard once again, sending them back to the swamp. What are we going to do, guys? This is a little something right here. So over here up in the skies, you can see the Supreme Sorceress with fire flying up in the skies, cackling maniacally as her fire magic roasts these undead folks here. And it looks like Ark in the Black is going to be getting attacked by the Manticore again. He's trapped in amongst spears. Tomb Kings do get a decent collapse over here. It looks like with the overwhelming forces, their Tomb Guard plus Nagakar Horsemen are able to kind of beat down some Dread Spears. But the center mass, the Hydra's in good shape. Pretty much all of the Tomb King's archers are offline. The last of them are actually being chased down by these Black Guard in the back here. And yeah, that's gonna be really tough. Because from there's like nothing that can kill this Hydra. The Hydra heals too. So the longer you kind of leave the Hydra alone, the more powerful it's gonna get. You know, it's gonna come back. It's gonna do it to it. And here we are. So front line, Black Guard are holding. I mean, God, and that is a nasty core. I mean, some of the Black Guard are beat up, but one of them is almost above 60%, and they're in pretty good shape. And the Feral Manticore here, taking a Fireball to the dome. No, Fireball is actually going after Ark in the Black. For some reason, I thought it accidentally hit the Manticore, but it looks like it did not. Alfarius, thank you for the 10 Zlatus, man. I'm a huge fan of the Alpha Legion as well in terms of 40k. So cheers, man. Thank you for the 10 Zlatus. Back in the main fight, Ark in the Black is going to be going down, and it looks like Falcon is going to be coming in with a decisive victory here, guys. Just the steel chair hath been brought. This game's certainly a little bit more one-sided. And guys, if Falcon wins this plus the next game, that's going to be a 3-0 here in the finals. That will be a 3-0. And that's going to be a victory for the Tyrant, and he will be winning the prize pool today. So the Supreme Sorceress is going to be coming back in here. Probably going to be trying to finish off Ark in the Black, although it looks like Ark, and you can see him down here. He's like, oh God, I'm so weak. I can't hold on any longer. And is he going to get away? The Hydra's hunting him. The Hydra misses with its lunging attack. 82 HP on Arkin. He'll let loose one last cackle as he goes quietly into the night. And it looks like a Fireball is going to be... Oh, he jukes it out! But then he just dies because he's crumbling, and he's like, ah, screw this shit, I'm dead. And you can see on the ground, the Halberds are able to finish everything off. And that's going to be game blouses, in the words of Rick James. No, that's not Rick James. That's the Prince. And the Hydra gets its regeneration proc too, so even though it got a little bit lower, it actually healed itself. Because its heads essentially grow back, so it can heal itself. And that's it, guys. Tomb Kings hath fallen to the might of the Dark Elves. And guys, King is on his last legs here. He has to come back in this next game. Otherwise, Falcon will be sweeping the finals in a 3-0 fashion. Yes, yes. It is time. Dimmy, I would be fine with that. If it's 3-0, you can play a game against Falcon on stream. I'm fine with that. Although I'm a little bit constrained for time. Yeah, I should be okay. Depends on how long it takes. All right, guys. So Falcon's up 2-0 here in the finals. And we're moving on to the next match. So Matt Turman says, Happy name day, Turin. What a man sows on his name day, he reaps all year. Great content as always. Matt, thank you, man. I appreciate it. I have many friends named Matt. It is a good name, brother. So for this one, let's do a little something something. Let's get a little crazy. We'll do Kelp and Coal Dust. I actually really like this map. So King is... No, it looks like Falcon's picking Wood Elves and banning Bretonnia and Vampire counts, which is smart. Oh, and Falcon... And King is coming in with Norska. That's his other good faction. This is it. This is it, guys. If King has a chance here, this is it. He needs to get this. And while they pick their armies, we shall sit and chat, brothers. Oh. Oh, man, okay. Come on, King of the Dead. I want 5 games. I would love to play you guys, but I'm actually having a lot of hand pain today, so I need to tone it down. I played a bunch of quick battles yesterday, so there's going to be a lot of those coming up on the channel. I played a bunch of games with Aerocrastic that were really, really good. Just back and forth games. So you guys will be seeing those soon. Oh, man. This map does not end up as Bard Camp. I played this one a couple days ago. It's actually pretty good. It's a small map, but it has like more terrain to work with. So some of the other maps I chose were very open field, so I wanted to get one that has like some more kind of terrain features. Norska are not undead. Norska are basically Zhao Fang. Norska are basically Vikings. They're just like Vikings. They're like Chaos Vikings. Yeah. The wolves have come. Blood for the blood god. We actually have we do have over 1,000 people on stream. Thank you guys for joining, by the way. It's been a fun day. I'm sweating like a dog here. Life's good. Skulls for the Skull Throne. Dawi would have been a good pick, yeah, perhaps, but I don't think King plays dwarves, so I don't use any mods in Total War Warhammer. Newbie plays gaming. Oh, don't worry, Lotus. He'll be playing soon in the Eternal Challenger League Grand Finals. But I'll be doing between... so the ECL Grand Finals are going to be on August 10th and 11th. And that's like the culmination of the season we were running. So, but between then and now, I'll be doing like flash tournaments like this and just like kind of fun little showcases. So yeah, we'll get you in, Lotus. Don't you worry, man. Are we going to see the dreaded Wildwood Ranger rush? I don't know. Falcon, he gets you so scared of one style of play. You're like, oh, he's going to just mass Wild Riders with the Helm of Discord. But then he comes in with different builds and catches you off guard. So yeah, Daniel, I hear you, dude. Spank the like button, yes. Yeah, Norskar wildlings with ships. Tormund leads them into battle. They literally have Tormund in this game. All right, guys, for the forces of Norska, we got champions in the front line. A great choice. Good against the lightly, good against Dryads, good against Eternal Guard. pretty much beats down all of the Wood Elf infantry. So Marauder champs are a great durable choice here in this matchup. He's got a couple spears in the flanks, 2 javelins, 2 standard Marauders in the back, and he's got some angry armored Skinwolves. So 2 Skinwolves there, a ton of Hounds. King of the Dead, certainly renowned for his Hound micro. It's very, very tough to deal with those. So this is actually the same exact build he brought earlier, I'm pretty sure. He's got a Deathcaster, Spearleech, Fate of Una, and Tormund Giantsbane. Who, let me show you guys what we're talking about. Tell me that's not Tormund. He's like Tormund mixed with Ragnar Lothbrok from Vikings, in terms of the way he looks. I guess his personality, too. And for the forces of the Wood Elves, Falcon's going with the Mighty Ducks Flying V formation. So he's got Dryads, he's got Waywatchers, he's got Spears, Wild Riders. It looks like it's going to be Waywatchers mostly in terms of his missile play. 2 groups of Wildwood Rangers and some... oh, he's riding something. What is he riding? And he's got Durthu in the back. Durthu's going to be a big target for the Spears for sure. But aside from that, Durthu is going to be very good against the infantry. What is he riding here? Can you guys understand? See what that is? It says... What does that say? That's a B. What is that, an O and an I and a VIOB? Or is it this way? No. What does that say? Can anyone in chat let me know? I'm just like out of it right now. Is that NO? Oh, is he writing XMT? No, he's not. What the hell is he doing here? Can any of you guys tell me what this is? I have no idea. Oh, man. Well, Knob? Oh, he's writing Knob. He's calling King of the Dead a noob. Oh my god. That's so funny. Yeah, Knob. Okay. I was like trying to think. Yeah, that's really funny. And he's going to stay in that formation as the battle starts, sending a message. But of course, with his micro, he's going to have no problem detaching quickly into a practical formation. So here he comes. His forces are now going to be moving forward. He's calling King a noob. Oh my god. And don't worry, guys. For anyone just joining, these guys are pretty good friends. They play a lot together, so they're just having fun. It's not like actual bad sportsmanship. Oh my god, that's really funny. So Waywatcher is going to be pouring into the champs, and you can see here the Wild Riders are going to be coming out for a hammering charge. They will take some javelins. The Skinwolves need to get in position, though, because there's going to be a fat, erect Wild Rider charge in the beginning. It's going to be just hammering into these guys, although Falcon may pull back. Yeah, good micro by both players. King, expecting that micro, pulls this guy's back. Falcon does the same when he sees the countercharge. So now we have a bunch of Hounds coming in. Hounds are going to be going up and over here. He is switching out of his knob formation. You can see he's going into a more standard formation. And Big Papa Durthu is going to be getting ready to party. We got some dogs on the far side. Norscan Warhounds, Norscan Ice Wolves going to be swooping up and around. And the Javelins are taking a lot of firepower. These guys are just getting buttered for sure. Javelin swooping in as well. Good damage against Durthu, though. That's good value. Anything good against Durthu is going to be quite good. He does have Earthblood on the branch rate, though, so there is healing, but still, that's not bad at all. The champions have engaged in the front, and it looks like the Hounds are just foaming at the mouth, waiting on the flanks. Falcon is very good at defending his back line, so it's certainly going to be tough, but champions against Wildwood Rangers should be a bit of a fight. Now, is King of the Dead going to be trying to blitz the center? Falcon does indeed have a bit of a defensive box, but in defending his back line with the Wild Riders, they're not helping out in the rest of the fight. And one group of the Marauder Hunters has been taken online, but the other one is throwing relatively happily. Champions are actually beating down the Wildwood Rangers somewhat decently. And we do have a big pit fight. So the Sword of Daith going down, lowering the armor of these... Oh, that's really good. Sword of Daith lowers the armor. However, a Fate of Una going down on the Wild Riders as well. So a good fight for both players. Wild Riders are basically trading for the Skinwolves here, which isn't bad. And it looks like there's going to be a Flock of Doom going down as well. So both players... very, very aggressive here. So Wolfric's pirate ship does go down to the formation of the Wildwood Rangers here, is able to do some decent work, and it looks like the Norskins are swarming into the back line, and a lot of the Wood Elf forces are starting to crumble due to this Norscan onslaught. The Wild Riders are broken off, However, the Armored Skin Wolves break, but what's good about Armored Skin Wolves is they will heal themselves. They have regeneration. Wildwood Rangers are still holding, doing a decent job as far as kills. They have 26 against Champions, which isn't bad. But suddenly, there's a lot of pressure here in the back line. Big Papa Dirthu's coming over in a massive onslaught of Hounds. Oh man, he's trying so hard to get those guys in. The Armored Skin Wolves have enough mass just to kind of push through, but they're going to be taking that fight versus the Wild Riders, it looks like. I don't know. Who let the dogs out? Oh man, if he could just get one of those guys up and around. Look at this opening right here. That would be incredibly powerful. So this is the pit fight of pit fights. We have a very, very even fight here. And you can see the Wood Elves are a little bit ahead on the bounce of power. Dirthu is just doing a number. Those Flock of Dooms are just doing so good with the Sword of Daith. Sword of Daith synergizing really well with the Wildwood Riders, because Wildwood Riders have low AP. So lowering their armor is going to make them really good against Armored Skin Wolves. So champions in the front line are trying to fight, but the bounce of power just going more and more into the favor of the Wood Elves. They're able to defend this back line. The Way Watchers are just shooting and shrekking into a lot of these Norscan targets. And we have some spears coming back here as well. So the spears are going to be surging forward, trying to get onto these targets. And Big Papa Dirthu, the big tree pimp himself, is holding it down. Oh man, just getting in there. Look at this. Here he goes. Oh, is he going to drop the... Oh, he just picked that guy up in his branches and crushed him. Man, some of those custom animations are so good. I mean, even if you don't play Warhammer from a spectator perspective, it is so fun to watch this game. So the Hounds are going to be charging in, and honestly, I think one of the biggest factors as to why Falcon won this game, like, relatively decisively, was because he did such a good job at defending his archers from the Hounds. There was not a single opening that was able to be taken advantage of. So, man. Yeah, this is something. The knob formation is just too much for the Norskins to handle. And with that, you can see they're going to be crumbling. Way Watchers still have plenty of ammo, and those Skin Wolves just get melted by that. You can just see they're very low. They have 11 models. There's some Skin Wolves over there in the forest and Norscan Warhounds, but the Way Watchers are just like stomping couches all day. Look at that. Look at these werewolves just being taken apart by the archers. Oh, so nasty. The Wood Elf archers just picking them apart. And with that, guys, Falcon is going to win a glorious 3-0 victory here. Outstanding stuff. It was just really Wood Elf Jiu-Jitsu. Wood Elf Jitsu, yeah. Totally. And guys, that is going to be it. Falcon's Wood people. His Wildwood Rangers. You know, oh, look at it. He crushed another guy. Stomped on some others. Man, Dirthu is so freaking cool. It's so cool. The knob formation is too strong. Anakin, I'm too weak. The formation is too strong. This is it. Last chance for Norska. Wolfric's going in, the Eternal Challenger. But I mean, the tree Dirthu here, Tree Pine is going to, Optimus Pine as he's often called, is going to be able to annihilate him in a duel. Dirthu is really, really strong. And the last of the Norskins are going to be washing upon the shores of these High Elf spears and swords, and that's it. Yeah, Falcon loses occasionally. But, you know, he's an extremely good player. He's extremely good. And he was ready. He was out for blood. Here we go, guys. 3-0 finals. And that's going to be it. So let me go ahead and minimize here. And yeah, that's it, guys. The knob formation is too strong. So Falcon, are you playing... Dimmy G said something in the chat that you guys were playing. King of the Dead, of course, very tired here. Going to be getting some sleep. Hey, see ya, King. Well played, man. You had some really good games earlier. Thank you, mods, for all you do to slay the Slanesh bots. Yeah. I don't know. There was whispers in chat of you fighting Dimmy G, Falcon. I'm not sure if that's happening. I got time for one more. Nerf the knob formation. Slay the bots. GG, guys. Hey, man, things happen, you know. Any given Sunday. King of the Dead, you failed Narnia? What? What does that even mean? Well played. Well played indeed. So I'm just hanging out to see if anything's happening in that. Hang on a second. All right. We'll give it another second here, and we'll see. So, Falcon. We'll see. We'll see, Lotus. If they are, then perhaps. But if they're not going to do it, I'll probably just... Because I got to go... I'm actually playing in a Warhammer League today. The knob formation. Okay, 1 second, brothers. So we take a look here. Just go into their Discord. We will see if these two fine gentlemen are going to battle. You know what we could do if they do end up battling? We could do like an autogen or something. GG indeed. It was a great series of games. All right, so it looks like we have a challenge coming down from one of his clanmates to challenge the champion of today's battle. We'll go on Schwarzhofen and let's go. Can do regular or autogen. You know, Lotus, I actually don't drink that much, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know. Turin's army list should be the screen blocker. Nick Orr, thank you for sponsoring the channel with your lovely goat icon. Just one battle here, guys, because I got to go get ready for my league. But I figure it's a nice capstone. Thank you, Demi. Demi G dropping a happy birthday. So, guys, Falcon is going to win the prize for today. But this is just a showcase match. All this type of knobs has enticed the Slanesh bot, says Woody. So since these guys are pals, we can look at their armies. Oh my god. So guys, I think Falcon is going to autogen his army, and Dimmy is going to pick his army. That's what it looks like. Oh my god. Is he going to be able to win this with an autogen army against Dimmy G? I think I'm going to check out one of those streams after this. It looks legit. So, Brandon Wilson, for anyone just joining at this very moment, the tournament has concluded. Falcon won the finals with a 3-0. Very good games over King of the Dead. And now we're just doing a match for fun to close out the stream and say goodnight to everyone. It's going to be Dimmy G. No, they're autogenning, both of them. Okay. Start. Let's go. It's go time. The other players, we had Professor Pone and Zardar Total War. I'm gonna give Falcon, who lives in Russia, I believe, a $50 gift card to Red Lobster. Would that be funny if I just like mailed that to him? Like, here's your prize, dude. Red Lobster. Oh my god, that's really funny, dude. God damn it, it's freaking hot. Hold on, I'm gonna go put while we wait for this, I'm gonna go put my dogs outside. Come on, doglets. Wookie, rise. Come on, you little sausages. My little sausages. Alright, Wookie has been banished outside. Oh, I'm back. Sorry guys, I'm back. In Russia it's just called lobster. You think that, so for anyone, I'm sure there's some folks from Russia here. Do you guys have Red Lobster there? I seriously doubt it. I feel like that's like an American chain. I don't think that's an international thing. So Dimmy has picked what looks to be a regular army. Falcon is autogenning. Let's do it. Is which tourney being streamed? Yeah, the ECL Grand Finals will be streamed on August 10th and 11th. It's a 2-day event, so this Beastman army looks autogened. It does not look autogen. This is a regular Beastman army. Yeah. I'm pretty sure Falcon is autogenning, though. I think they're just doing that. He's checking his knob formation. You know, we could do an autogen tourney in the next couple days. That would be really interesting. Yeah, I think Red Lobster is just in America. It's not even that good. It's just like cheap seafood. Canada has it? It says Crazy C4? Okay. That's something. Let's see what they're saying here. All right, he says he got his autogen army. Falcon vs. Demi G is an American Gladiator cage match with those double-sided foam bats. American Gladiator was such a... Those shows were so good back in the day. Hey, take care, Jake Wu. Gladiator's ready. Yeah, I don't think you would find it in Europe, Samontan. I think you're correct. It is... Oh, Milk and Cookies has a check mark too. Man, I'm just out of the club. No, it's... Oh, he's changing his build. He's getting some more Razor Gore herds, it looks like. All right, here we go. So, guys, Demi G has picked an army against Chaos, and Falcon has auto-genned. So, it would appear that some schemes are afoot. Yeah, Falcon does stream, yeah. Yeah, Milk and Cookies, a.k.a. Indie Pride, refers to autogens as, on his channel as Trials of Tzeentch, which is a pretty good name. It's fitting. The great changer of ways is fickle. Oh, the man, the myth, the legend is here. And this is the tail end of our stream, guys, the end of our story for today. I'm sitting here with my 31-year-old potbelly sweating profusely while I cast video games. Life doesn't get much better. Yeah, I want to get that sweet check mark. It's just like Twitter. You have to have like a certain amount. I don't think Mortarion, in terms of lore, would ever betray Nurgle. No, it's kind of a. I feel like, yeah, I don't really. It doesn't seem like something they would go for. Here we go, guys. So in our final fun showcase match of the day, we have Demi G throwing down the gauntlet against Felcon, the Dark Lord himself. However, guys, Demi G's army is not autogen, and Felcon's is. So, oh my god, this army is so haggard. It's actually, well, not that bad. He's got a couple good units. So he has the Summoners of Rage. He has the Soul of Damnation, the Weird Spawn. On top of that, he has the Swords of Chaos. Oh, no. Wait, no, he did not autogen this army. It looks like he brought every single Regiment of Renown. Oh my god. All right, guys. So I think, because they're in chat together, so they worked this out. I don't know what their plan was, but it looks like, guys. Wicked D, thank you for the donation, man. Much appreciated. So, every single ROR, I think that he can afford at least. We have a Chaos Dragon up in the skies with the Breath Attacks and a Firecaster as well. Oh my god. And as far as the Beastman army goes, we have a couple Bestigors in the secondary line, a Spear Chaff up in the front, Razor Gore herds in the back, which are a good AP kind of support against Chaos Infantry. We got a Gorbull, a Brayshame with Beast, Kazrak One Eye, and some Minotaurs over here with shields. Oh my god. This is going to be absurd. Well, you know what? This is a good opportunity for you guys to get to see some very underutilized Regiments of Renown. Swords of Chaos and Weird Spawn. Very, very uncommon picks. So, here we go. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. It's a Chaos Lord on a Dragon. Of course, it's Falcon. It's the Avengers. Who would be the Hulk? Probably the Weird Spawn. So Demi G with the Tactical Retreat as soon as the battle starts. But oh no, he's just spinning his formation, it looks like. I don't know if he's aware that the Soul of he sees the Soul of Damnation. A shiver goes down his spine as this warp-filled monstrosity just blows its load on these, probably on these Bestigors, I'd imagine. Here comes the first shot. I wonder if Falcon is manually controlling this. That would be so funny. So yeah, the Bestigors are going to be getting hammered first. And, oh, a swing and a miss! The fate is, the Dark Gods are fickle indeed. So the Beastman army is going to be advancing here. Swords of Chaos and the Summoners of Rage, both of which are okay against Beastmen, actually. The Big Angry Dragon lands, the Manticore lands, I mean, oh, like... Demi's really out of position with his anti-large stuff. Like, you can see here, the Gorbull and all these guys and the Minotaurs are, like, way over there. Summoners of Rage and the Swords of Chaos are going to be surging in. Here they come, the Apocalyptic Charge. Oh, such a heavy metal mechanic. And they're going to be charging in here. Oh, just the brutal, just smiting of Chaos. And the Dragon coming in as well. Those Bestigors are just being taken to Pound Town. And with that, Falcon has actually switched on to the other Bestigors. Killing all the AP infantry will be very good here. A couple of those Bestigors are hit very, very hard by that. Pulsating Pleasure Cannons, yeah. Yeah, I'd say that's a solid name there. So the Chaos Lord is falling back now. He does, of course, have the aid of this Chaos Sorcerer of Fire. Summoners of Rage and The Swords of Chaos all in very good shape, able to do some substantial damage. The Beastman army's in a little bit of trouble. I mean, he doesn't have much to protect his stuff over here. Like, he just has like a couple of haggard units. I still think Falcon is probably going to win this. I don't know. We'll find out. So another Hell Cannon shot is going to be pouring into the Bestigor herd right there. Missing a little bit of a long shot. There still are Dragon Breath attacks, and it looks like he's going to be using the Mirror Guard to actually protect his Soul of Damnation back here. Oh, and the Weird Spawn taking the full charge. Weird Spawn are actually not going to be bad here. They have pretty good mass. Oh my god, look, those things have like eyes. Oh, and the Chaos Dragon Breath attack. Just roasting those guys in the back. And the Weird Spawn are just beating these guys down. And oh, a Flame Storm. Oh, the brutality. The Beastmen forces just being eviscerated right now. Now in the back line, there are some Razorgore herds, which are attacked by the Swords of Chaos. Swords of Chaos, obviously, very, very beastly. Great combat stats. 44, 58, 50. And the Guardian ability is going to be quite helpful for the Dragon here. And you can see the Beast Herd is just getting kind of roasted here. However, in the front, the Weird Spawn, of course, being Chaos Spawn units, are collapsed, but at what cost? They were able to fend off the Sons of Goros and the Centaurs. Oh, and that Hell Cannon shot right in the center mass of that formation. Now we have the Demon Spew as well. Demon Spew are excellent at just cleaving through just hordes of infantry. So they're going to be pretty good here. Granted, they are being rear-attacked by the Razorgore herds, which is quite interesting. We're going to see how this goes. Yeah, Butchers of Kalkengard would be very useful here, but it looks like Chaos is holding firm. Granted, the Soul of Damnation is now compromised. There's just an onslaught of angry beasts. Demi G unleashing the rage of 1,000 generations upon his opponent. Just pushing here, just pigs everything. Is Chaos going to be able to hold? So here comes the countercharge. The Summoners of Rage, all these guys are going to be getting in there, and it looks like Falcon has detached the Soul of Damnation crew, and another Breath attack is going to be coming in, roasting a lot of those beasts, and now the Demon Spew are up to 82 kills, which is quite insane. Demi G is going to be rotating over with Khazrak and the Minotaurs, actually getting a nice little jump here on the Demon Spew, so I certainly like that. Man, I think the Chaos Army is going to hold. The Regiment of Renown Army, the elite of the elite. And now we have Falcon's Chaos Lord plus his Sorcerer going to be 2v1 in this Bray Shaman, just taking him to sweet, sweet Pound Town. Now on the other side, the Sons of Goros and company do get a decent counter charge, but Summoners of Rage are a natural counter against these type of units. It looks like a Chain Lightning going down there as well. And the Beastmen are starting to falter a little bit, but again, they also are punching into the Chaos lines. The Mirror Guard are almost done for, Hell Cannon is almost done, Demon Spear almost dead as well, so I mean, Chaos is also beat up. I mean, both factions, both armies here are quite damaged. Khazrak still has the Gorbel, which is going to be a bit of a terror. And it looks like these Swords of Chaos have engaged in sustained combat here, so the Chaos Dragon should be coming in to join them. He needs that sweet, sweet kind of damage in there. Another Flamestorm coming down, which tears through both players' ranks. Soul of Damnation has one crew left, but it looks like he's going to be going down here rather shortly. And it looks like Gorbel... Oh, the Breath attack right on top of... Oh my god, that did so much damage! The pinned Gorbel just got melted by that breath. Did you guys see that? That was incredible. So Falcon really showing us how to use that Chaos Dragon. And you can see here the Gorbel is pretty much done for. Summoners of Rage and company are holding, and I just don't think Khazrak is going to be able to deal with these Swords of Chaos plus the Summoners of Rage here. A couple of Vestigores are coming back in. Oh, and a Fireball over there finishes off the caster. Man, Falcon is on a mission today, guys. He is on point, putting on a showcase here for the birthday. Brutal stuff. So Summoners of Rage now are going to be fighting Khazrak. Minotaurs are surging back in, but there's still a Chaos Dragon, a Manscore, plus the Summoners of Rage are just going to be used to Shrek all these infantry. So a huge charge coming in. Oh, brutal stuff. Those Ungors just get melted by these elite Chaos Knights. That's so cool looking. 55 kills in those guys. Yeah, his Dragon Micro is so good. So now it's Khazrak. I mean, he does have the Minotaurs, but the Swords of Chaos getting a great rear charge into the back of these forces and also providing Guardian to the Chaos Sword. So Swords of Chaos have an ability called Guardian for anyone who doesn't know. And what it does is it gives physical resist to nearby characters and lords. So the Dragon is going to be buffed here. Khazrak is just being melted, just straight up pound-towned by this huge, just erect Chaos Dragon. And that is going to be it. That is going to be it. So guys, with that, Demi G put up a great fight, but Falcon's Regiment of Renown build is quite legendary. I mean, it actually wasn't bad against Beastmen on paper. I mean, look, you have good anti-large against Minotaurs and good AP here. The Weird Spawn give you mass against Razorgore herds. These infantry are both good, decent choices against Beastmen, so really it wasn't bad. The only thing that was really probably not super efficient was Swords of Chaos plus the Hell Cannon, but, I mean, man, that was something. Well played to both players. Big grats to Demi G for stepping up and taking on the champ. And of course, Falcon is going to be the winner of today's stream, guys. And with that, we are going to conclude the glorious showdowns. I just want to go through all these donations methodically because you guys were super generous today. It's some life-changing stuff. So thank you so much for the very generous support. So we had a couple donations on PayPal. Firstly, Jason Denny coming in with a $200 steel chair. Thank you so much for that, Jason. And then we had Joseph with the, I believe, Joseph G. with a $50 donation, and then a $100 donation from Farragon on PayPal as well. So thank you guys so much. And now we go through the glorious list here. Just all sweaty and hot over here. Oh my god! I actually am just going to pull this up on the main screen because it's a lot. My laptop, it's like using the scroll on my laptop's like really obnoxious. Yes, and let us do community. And hold on a sec. Hopefully you guys had fun today. Big thanks for everyone stopping by. Well played to Falcon. So yeah, guys, we had Wicked D, the $2 donation. Matt Thurman, the Fat 20. 10 Zlatus from Alfarius, the Primarch of the Alpha Legion. ACS 99 with the 2. Sir Swagalot with the 100 NOK. Nick Orr with the goat icon. He also sponsored the channel. And with the 10 Australian, or yeah, I believe it's Australian. Matt Horn with the 5. SSIO with multiple donations over the course of the stream. Talking about the T-Raid, of course. The great T-Raid of 2019. 400 SEK from Putin. And also, I believe you sponsored the channel today. So thank you so much. I see you have a knight with pizza on his shoulder. Oh, interesting. Emerson French, the T-God. Coming in with the 10. Praise the T-God. Sir Swagalot again. The 50. Stokesfield. Alex Sear with the 10. Jake 94B with $50. Ash Carter with $38.99. LOX with 50 Canadian. Zach Dolan with 10. The X Gamer with 5. Colin Byrne, also sponsors the channel, with the 10. Danish Mahmood with multiple donations. And no, I can't speak Polish. I know a couple words. I can say Dziękuję. Lucas with a 10 Zlatus as well. Dziękuję, my friend. Rohit Nair with the 20. Dob Plays, paying it up today. Paying that sweet troll tool. Spirit of Gorg with the 5. Maxwell Merrick with the 5. Jesus, this is so much. And then we have Timon 10 with the 50 euros. Or actually, no, pounds, it looks like. 1 extra donation this month for the birthday boy. Congrats, Turin. Have a good one. I will, man. Thank you. Woody with the 3. Danish Mahmood again. Do not sell your gaming PC to donate. James Fitton, let's make this your best birthday. Quit flexing on us poor folks with the 5 from Old Ben. Richard Wirtz with actually a total of $300 today. Richard Wirtz went ham bone as well. So Richard, thank you so much for sponsoring, man. Aerocrastic, he had his money on Professor Pone. Pone tried his best, but alas, the Dark Lord Felcon was too much. Jason Denny, of course, with multiple donations with the 200 plus several here on the 199, daring someone to beat his donation, and Richard Wirtz did. Gestures with the 100 as well. Thank you so much. And yeah, I will be doing 40K with Spartacus someday. It will happen. Magnum Knights with the 20. Danish Mahmood again. Beanbark with the 50. Holy shit, this can go on. Nathan Hewitt. Dimmy G, the champ himself, donating $20. Oh, Dimmy, it looks like you have a really cute puppy there in that picture on your avatar. Oh, I think it looks awesome. Dimmy, thank you so much for supporting the channel, man. And also for stepping up there at the end. That was a fun match. Richard Wirtz with another 150. Goddamn, dude. Danish Mahmood. Naylor Enforce. Matthew Giannotti. And SSIO with the 21 for the first donation. All right, my friends. Thank you so much for joining today. You guys are awesome. Life is good. And I'm going to go play some Warhammer. First, I'm going to call my hot wife. And while she's hopefully still awake there. And thank you guys so much for joining, man. It's been an amazing birthday. I had a blast celebrating with you guys here on stream. It was a lot of fun. We had some really good games. Big thanks to everyone for joining. Please make sure to check out Felcon over on Twitch. There'll be a link in the comment section, of course, afterwards. And to Zardar Total War. And King of the Dead as well on Twitch. And Professor Pone does have a YouTube channel. So yeah, we'll link to everyone. Perfect. I will enjoy. Tamonten, thank you again for the support. You guys are awesome. I'm sweaty as the Dickens. I'm out of here for today. And we'll see you guys next time. Take care. Take care.